Hello everybody and welcome in to the 2026 Commissioners Cup Finals. We're inside the Florence Center for the first time ever in franchise history as the champions of the Continental Division, the number 4 seed, PD Ice Cats, have clawed their way through the Athens Rock Lobsters and past the Columbus River Dragons to take on the champions of the Empire Division, the number 1 overall seed in the FPHL, Binghamton Black Bears. Brooks Hill and Cole Parenti here with you tonight as we get you set for a very exciting matchup, a Game 1 in a best-of-5 series between the last 2 teams standing in the FPHL. As I welcome in my partner tonight, Cole Parenti. Cole, both of these teams pushed to the brink of elimination in the last round in the division finals. PD dropped the home game 1 against Columbus 3-1 and then took it to the River Dragons in their own barn for games 2 and 3, winning both games in overtime.
And I like the way you use the term clawed through in terms of the PD Ice Cats getting through the Continental, because they clawed back both times in that series against Columbus down to the dying minute, and they were able to even it up with the goalie pulled both times and then defeat Columbus in overtime. So it has not been an easy ride for these Ice Cats, but they are here, and you got to wonder if they gave all they had last series or do they have some more in store for the defending champs.
The defending champs got here in a Game 3 2-1 win over the Port Huron Prowlers. 2 goals by Mac Jansen, 1 at even strength, 1 on a 5-on-3 power play, propelled them to victory in a series that the Black Bears were outscored 4-6, but they were able to come away with 2 victories to 1 from Port Huron. They did suffer the first loss on home ice in franchise history, but they were able to bounce right back, and even though they were down by 1 after the first period, no quit in the defending champs as they were able to rally and come away with the victory, sending the Prowlers back home and Binghamton down to the Palmetto State here in South Carolina.
Yeah, that was a heck of a series. 2 fantastic goaltenders doing battle with Dominic Tomei and Reed Cooper. And Dominic Tomei came out on top. That's 3rd game he was just unstoppable. It's the reason. Well, it's not the reason, but the way he played showed why he won Goaltender of the Year.
For now, we are going to step aside. In case you didn't see it earlier today, myself and voice of the Ice Cats and legendary North American broadcaster Tom Callahan sat down for about 20 minutes or so, and we gave an in-depth preview of the finals. So we thought we would start the stream a little bit earlier tonight for Game 1. That way we could roll this interview in its entirety. That way you are prepared for this all-important matchup. Game 1 getting ready to start, but for now, enjoy this interview with myself and Tom Callahan from the PD Ice Cats. Take a listen, everybody. Hi, everybody. Welcome into the Palmetto State. We're at the Florence Center for the first time ever in franchise history. Voice of the Ice Cats and good friend Tom Callahan is going to help us preview the Commissioners Cup final between the Binghamton Black Bears, champions of the Empire Division, and the PD Ice Cats, who clawed their way through the Continental and took down Athens and Columbus in the process of getting to their first ever Commissioners Cup final. We're going to talk about the series in depth today, and we hope you enjoy it as we get set to preview the Commissioners Cup final for 2026.
All right, well, it is time to indeed preview this Commissioners Cup final. I'm Tom Callahan, Brooks Hill alongside here, and we're going to talk about the Binghamton Black Bears, how they got here, their path to the final, the PD Ice Cats, our path to the final as well, and then talking about this matchup coming in, Brooks. Binghamton, a powerhouse, a juggernaut, on the verge of a dynasty in the FPHL. 2 straight championships, now a chance at a 3rd. Talk to us a little bit before we get into the run and how you got here. What are the expectations like for this team?
Well, thank you, Tom, for, being a gracious host for us this weekend down here in Florence. We really do appreciate everything. Each year has its own expectations, I think, and each season's been a little bit different to go along with it as well. The first year, I think we were contenders. Last year, we were the champion defending the title, and then this year, with the amount that the league has elevated its play across the Continental and the Empire, for that matter, has really proved to be, a big task for the Black Bears. Even though the record is almost exactly the same as what it was last season, a lot different in the season, but the expectation stays the same with everybody for the Black Bears, is tasked with they want to win a championship or they want to move up to the next level. And we've had some guys, take some call-ups this year, but the guys who are here getting ready to play in the game this weekend, the only thing on their mind is, going back to Binghamton with some wins.
Well, absolutely. And the series does start here in Florence for Games 1 and Game 2 Friday and Saturday night. Want to put that out there. And for you Binghamton fans, it's an unusual start time here. We're 7:15 p.m., so want to let everybody know that for both nights, so you make sure you mark your calendars accordingly. So, Brooks, who have been some of the names, some of the faces that have contributed to this run for the Black Bears?
I think this particular run for this season in particular, you look at guys like Ivan Bondarenko, who had over 70 assists in the regular season this year. He set a franchise record for that. That was, held up from the first year of the Black Bears back in 2021 and 22, right after the pandemic had kind of passed. And I think we can both agree that the league was looking a little bit different 5 years ago than what it is now in terms of competition level. So to break that record 4 seasons later was pretty cool. First-year player for us. Obviously, he had spent some time, in the past in the SPHL, and same with Mac Jansen and Janny, as they call him downstairs, had played with Coach Sherwood in Roanoke. With a lot of guys who play with the Black Bears have a connection some way, shape, or form to the Roanoke Rail Yard Dogs. And, I would say that they wanted to make some personnel decisions in Roanoke. And, at the end of the day, pro hockey is a business. And we are lucky that Mac decided to take this one upon himself, and he wanted to step away from that organization, and the first call that he made was to Brant Sherwood wanting to join ours. So I would say those two guys, first year with the team, and then Austin DeRazio back on the blue line as well, have been big adds. But then you have a lot of the guys who have been here for at least one season or a couple at this point that we could probably go all day about.
Well, I know one of the guys I wanted to talk about is CJ Stubbs. Obviously, we watched the goal-scoring race with great interest here because of Patrick Marcinkiewicz and his part in it. But, Stubbs also had an incredible year stats-wise.
Yes, absolutely. So he led the team in terms of all scoring, led the team in power play goals, game-winning goals. He's top of the leaderboard. I know the Marcinkiewicz twins absolutely tore it up, especially in the second half of the season down here with PD. But CJ really elevated his game in the early portion of the year. Tyson Kirkby went down after the first game of the season and then missed the next 20 games.
Yeah.
So with him out, and you would know, because you've been across many leagues, anytime you lose your captain, people look around at who's going to step up. And, CJ is a guy who doesn't have a letter on his sweater normally, but he really took the opportunity to step up. He is a veteran player. He's been atop of his game in other leagues for a while. We were able to get him a call-up to the ECHL, which is something that he's never done before, which is really awesome for him. And just a real feel-good moment in the middle portion of the season. But he's been leading the way offensively for the Black Bears and, keeping the power play red hot.
Let's talk goaltending for a moment, because I know a lot of longtime fans of the league probably know the name Connor McNanama. However, he's not really the guy right now, which is kind of interesting for the Black Bears. I was even a little surprised we went up there. This Dominic Tomei guy.
Yeah.
Where did he come from? Who is he? Did he just swing in on a vine? Where'd you find this guy?
Yeah, so we're very fortunate that some ECHL organizations are set in their ways on if your measurements are not X, you're not going to be a part of that organization.
You really can't be less than like 6'3" and be a goalie anymore. It's crazy.
Yes, and unfortunately, Dom is under 6 foot tall, so that causes people to have a little bit of shade thrown his way in between the pipes, at least at the ECHL level. We obviously love him, but he came in right after training camp and after ECHL camp cut him loose. Got in contact with Coach Sherwood, and there was questions on, do we bring this guy in? He's a little bit undersized, but his film looks really good. We had to make the decision to part with Nolan Egbert, who had been part of the last 2 championship runs. But he found a new home in Monroe during the season, so we're happy for him. Kind of worked out for us Connor, wanted to try his luck at getting to the ECHL, and he did make it to Tahoe for the Night Monsters earlier this season. Spent a couple weeks with there. Unfortunately, didn't get into the game, but it was an opportunity for him to be with an ECHL organization. See what that's like. Find out what he has to do to elevate to get to that next level. Because a lot of things with particularly goaltenders, it's kind of who you know, and then when you know them as well. You just gotta kind of be a little bit lucky in a situation, because unlike being a forward or defenseman, only one goalie's playing at a time. So there's only so much ice to go around. So while Connor was chasing the ECHL down, Tomei stepped up big time. He was able to rattle off 3 straight shutouts against 3 different opponents this season, which is incredible. He really had a late surge as soon as we flipped the calendar to 2026. And I think he's made the most of this opportunity. And ever since Connor's come back, he's been a great teammate. And he's fully been supportive of Dom. And one thing when he was talking with the coaches about, coming back to the organization was, hey, it's Dom's net right now. And he said, I fully understand that. I'm there to support him. And if something happens, I'll be ready to go. So the two of them have really acted like true professionals this season, and really commendable on and off the ice.
It's interesting. I want to talk about X factors in the series and things that, could really affect it. But when you look at goaltending, it's interesting on the PD side. Went through kind of a bunch of different goaltenders trying to figure things out, and have settled on Brendan Colgan has been the playoff starter. Veteran, has won a championship, has won goaltender of the year honors. And then Parker Rutherford, who actually had the shutout in Binghamton.
Yes.
Hasn't even been able to start a game yet in the postseason. Colgan's played very well, and so it's nice to have, and you understand this in Binghamton. I mean, goaltending depth is huge and really hard to come by at this level.
It is, and some people are always looking for the next big thing, and you want a little bit of commitment out of your guys, being like, hey, I want to be here, and I want to, win a championship with this particular team. I think that's, how we landed on Mac and Anima a few years ago, and how we've, stuck around with trying to keep the roster as consistent as possible. I think that's a big reason the Black Bears have had success the last couple of years, is in the Empire division, they've been the team that has the least amount of transactions. And one thing that we've noticed about PD this season is, like, once you guys finally solidified these are our guys, everything just took off, and that's when you guys got hot, able to get that 4th spot, and then haven't really looked back ever since then.
It's a completely different way of doing things, right? I mean, you guys have had your core, you've built, you've added every single season, but here it literally was, well, let's see what we come out of training camp with. And then every little step along the way, a move here, a trade here, release here, a signing there. And you're right, it did take a while to build this core. And several key trades, actually, that came in, whether it's adding Legkov and Frolov and, even bringing in Colgan, as I mentioned previously. Dominic Delasavita has been a big addition. But some of the key pieces that have been here since day one, Timur Razilov, who everybody absolutely loves, and he's like the team dad, the joke
awesome.
goes. I mean, everybody loves Timur. He's been here since day one. He is a guy that they felt comfortable building around, and that's been a tremendous thing. Our captain, Nick Miguel-Diaz, they've had that defensive core, and they have players they liked up front. Houston Wilson is another great example of that, but then they needed to figure it out. And the Marcinkiewicz twins, huge impact early on, and then especially, Dom goes up for a little while, and he's in the SB. Now that he's back with the team here, jumps in his very first game back, scores a game-tying goal with 25 seconds ago in Game 2 in Columbus. And you look at the way things have kind of started to come together, but even now, bringing him back in the lineup in the second round of the playoffs, are you kidding me? You're still kind of tinkering with chemistry, but it's been working out. And so that's the important thing, and I think one of the best parts about what I've seen from PD this year is the adaptability of this team, being able to a lot of times go 3 lines deep. And I know there's a bunch of guys that I haven't mentioned yet. Maybe when we get to X Factors we can talk about it. But they have speed. They can score. And that's why I'm excited for this matchup with Binghamton, is because I think this is going to be an absolute gas watching these two teams, supremely talented, very skilled, able to move the puck, shoot, score, like get saves from their goaltending. I'm fired up for this because I think this might have been the best potential matchup here for PD, just to see. And all condolences to Port Huron because I think they were great. And that's a team that picked it up at the end of the year especially as well.
Yeah.
But, I mean, this feels like, even though it's a first-year team, it feels like a battle of titans.
I think so. And one thing that we were talking about on the way down here to Florence was, what do we remember about the series back in January? Obviously, that's a few months ago, and teams have tinkered with the lineup. Some players have gone to different teams since the teams last saw each other. But what we remember, especially about PD, was how well they transitioned the puck and how effectively they're able to go north and south up the ice. We see a lot of teams at this level. They want to try to go east-west, and there's a time for it. Don't get me wrong, but the way that PD was able to get the puck out of their zone so effectively and then lead to odd man rushes going down the ice was something that the Black Bears definitely took notice of. Don't want to say they probably spent too much time going back to looking at the game that PD shut them out in home 4-0, because I think that was when you probably just burned the tape and flushed that one down the toilet. But they spent a lot more time of looking at what have we been doing wrong in the postseason. How have other teams been able to capitalize? When Topeka was able to score 3 goals in the third period in Game 1. Okay, can we identify what flipped the script a little bit in their momentum? How do we nullify that? Like, did we pull off on the gas pedal a little bit, and then that's where they were able to take advantage of? Coach Sherwood's talked a lot about at this point of the season where mainly just really focusing on ourselves and trying to fine-tune those details, then maybe I would say spending the time on the opposition. And I don't know if PD feels the same with that, but, obviously both of these teams are champions in their right minds coming out of their own division. So clearly, these were the teams that were playing the best hockey at the most important time of the year. There's nowhere to get around that. And both teams went to Game 3 in the second round. So, both teams were on the brink of elimination. You guys were able to pull it off in Columbus, and then we were able to defend home ice. So you do it in 2 different ways. But you guys have done an absolute great job, especially in the last minute of the last couple of games
crazy,
as well. Yeah.
It's been crazy. And, Brooks, I think any coach, especially at this time of year, is going to say we do need to focus on our game. It is all about us, and coaches say that all the time. We need to assert our game. We need to play the way we want to play, make the other team conform to our will. Of course, everybody wants to do that. That's why you drop your game plan. But that's where the X factors come in. And so for me, and I want you as well to say what you might think the X factors would be for Binghamton, because those are the things I think that can swing a series. I have 2. One is the team one, and one is a player who I want to keep an eye on. I'll start with the team one. This team, you mentioned it a moment ago, just crushed Athens. 15 goals in 2 games. No one saw that coming. No one even gave us a chance to win a game, let alone score 15 in 2 games. I don't know that that was an anomaly or if that was just the stars aligning, whatever it was. Obviously, you don't expect that against a very good Athens team, but they did it. So they won one way by blowing out a really powerful team. Then they had to win a second way by losing the first game at home and getting humbled a bit, going on the road, tying it not once but twice in the final minute, and then winning in overtime, both times facing elimination. This PD Ice Cats team has now figured out that they can win a bunch of different ways, and they have the confidence of there could be 2 seconds left on the clock, and I feel like this bunch is going to think, we could still do this. They have that moxie right now, and I think that that is a huge X factor for them. The other one in my player is Dennis Zajac. Zajac does great in the face-off circle when he's on. They start with puck possession a lot, and speaking of puck possession, this guy is really hard to get the puck from. He's on the wall. He's in the battles. He's just a veteran player. He's a lot stronger than you might think on his skates, and he can control the flow of play. He's been paired with Legkov and Frolov, and is actually a huge reason why that line is doing so well. Legkov obviously gets all the attention. He's got a ton of the points. Frolov, the overtime game winner in Game 2. A lot of people are talking about him. Zajac to me is the X factor.
Well, that's something that I've taken notice in preparing my broadcasting notes for this weekend, of especially how Zajac is able to contribute offensively for the squad. And I do think a lot of people get caught up in, goals and assists. Obviously, points, is a nice stat to have.
Sure.
Legoff getting a Rookie of the Year. Obviously, he's got a ton of stats to back that up. But one thing you look through in film is you notice, who's really being a part of the play. Who's the guys that, okay, maybe he holds on to the puck for 10 seconds while someone's pressuring him, and then he moves it off, and then it leads to a goal. But, people like Zajac are able to, not necessarily get the credit in the stat book, but in the film room it shows up, and then, on the highlights it does as well. One thing for the Black Bears that's been really big this postseason is special teams. They started off great against Topeka. They were 50% going into the Port Huron series, and that's dropped down a little bit, but they're still operating at over 25% on the power play in the postseason, which is, pretty incredible. They've given up 2 power play goals. Port Huron was able to do that in Game 2 in Binghamton, and that's how they were able to really assert themselves and get that Game 2 victory 5-1 to stave off elimination for the night. Binghamton's, prided themselves on, they took the least amount of penalties in the Empire Division this year. So they're doing a good job of staying out of the box, which is one of the oldest hockey cliches of all time.
Right.
Staying out, but they've been able to capitalize on the power play, except for the Game 2 against Port Huron, where it's been a big factor. Mac Jansen's game-winning goal came 5-on-3, and him being inserted back into the lineup is absolutely huge. My X factor for the Black Bears will be Austin DeRazio, because he's a rookie defenseman that almost went to a different team in this league, a team in the Empire Division, and we're very glad that he decided to go to Binghamton and not the other team. But the last couple of games, he's been leading the team in ice nearing 30 minutes, or ice time nearing 30 minutes. Luckily, I get to see the in-stat that the coaches get in the report a little bit, and I've been able to pick apart, how much time is he playing on the power play? Is he playing on the PK? What's his 5-on-5 looking like? He's out there in every situation, and he had 24 goals as a rookie defenseman, and he was in the top 5 in power play goals in the league. So he's a good quarterback on the man advantage, and he's my X factor because you have guys like Bondarenko, Stubbs, Jansen, Kirkby, who get a lot of the credit. Obviously, the forwards are always probably going to be your big-name guys, but him on the blue line has really been a staple this year, and I think after his first weekend, he was on the top pair defensive unit, so he's my X factor for the Black Bears.
Okay, well, Brooks, as we wrap it up here, give me your elevator pitch. Why does Binghamton win?
Binghamton's been here in this situation before multiple times. They have a lot of experience when it comes to Commissioner Cup final. Gavin Yates is a 2-time playoff MVP. The reigning playoff MVP is the backup goaltender for the Black Bears, and you have guys who not only won championships with the Black Bears, but they've won championships with different teams at different levels. And when it comes down to it, I think you do need experience to push your team over the finish line, because you're going to take a gut punch sometime in this series. It's just a matter of how quickly can you get up off the mat and dust yourself off and get back to fighting.
Well, I think PD has a lot of that, and that is why I think PD can win. It's the moxie, it's the mojo, they've won a bunch of different ways. They put it together. They're the hot team coming down the stretch here, and they have found a way to just, it doesn't matter what the situation is, they're able to triumph. They have their moments, they're little lapses, but they recover from them, and I think that's built the confidence throughout the playoffs that even when things don't go their way, they know that pendulum's going to swing back in their direction. The other thing is, well, I'm going to point back to that shutout win at Binghamton. They know they can go up there on the road and win. And that wasn't even this whole team that's assembled now, but that confidence carries through. And I think that maybe the mystique that other teams might have of, oh, geez, this is the Black Bears, I don't know if that is in the back of the PD Ice Cats' head. So that naivete, if you will, might actually help them a little bit as a first-year team in the final. So, hey, what you don't know, you don't know.
Yeah.
So, I mean, that could work out to their advantage as well. So, Brooks, we look forward to it. Game 1 coming up Friday, 7:15 p.m. Tell folks where they can tune into your broadcast.
Yeah, you can catch the Black Bears feed, Binghamton Black Bears on YouTube. Myself and Cole Parenti will be on the call for as many games as it take in the Commissioner's Cup final this year, but we're really looking forward to an exciting series.
Absolutely. And if you want to catch the PD Ice Cats feed, it's at PD Ice Cats on YouTube. And then we are on 100.5 FM in Florence, and then our Cumulus Radio Network statewide on those Cumulus Sports stations. We are in North Charleston, we're in Myrtle Beach, and we're on in Columbia as well. So, Brooks, best of luck to you guys.
Yes, same to y'all, and thank you for hosting us first time this weekend.
Yes, should be an awful lot of fun. So, again, game 1, 7:15 on Friday night. Look forward to it. So, for Brooks Hill, I'm Tom Callahan. Thanks for joining us for this Commissioner's Cup preview.
Attention fans, looking sharp is a power play. Studio 11 Barbershop, located in Endicott, New York, is your go-to for fresh fades, sharp cuts, and all-star style. Visit our website or call the number below to book, or simply just walk in. Studio 11 Barbershop, where champions get their cut.
Are you looking to get your taxes done? JMK Tax Solutions is located at 1152 Vestal Avenue in Binghamton. They offer tax, bookkeeping, and payroll services and are currently accepting new clients.
Table 2.
Made fresh every day. Big flavor, bold choices. Crafted with care, served with pride. Alexander's Cafe, downtown Binghamton.
Welcome in, everybody, to the Florence Center in the Palmetto State of South Carolina. For the first time ever in franchise history, the Binghamton Black Bears travel down to take on the PD Ice Cats in Game 1 of the 2026 Commissioner's Cup Final. Big thank you to Tom Callahan and his producer Aiden, who helped us out in filming that series preview video. Always good to catch up with Tom. He's been all across the leagues in North America, from the NHL to the AHL, ECHL, and the FPHL. And he is a great broadcaster, and I'm very thankful that he allowed us to use his equipment and his staff to help film that series preview. Hopefully you learned a little bit more about the PD Ice Cats. The lights have gone dark here at the Florence Center, but Cole, the Black Bears, trying to light the lamp again this series, as they've had a habit of getting off to a very red-hot start in Game 1 of the finals.
Yeah, I mean, it's been electric the way they've been able to start and put teams on their heels. And I know the lights go out here when the PD Ice Cats score, so the Black Bears are looking to keep the lights on here in PD as long as possible.
Binghamton defeated Topeka in a 2-game sweep. The Ice Cats defeated the Rock Lobsters in a 2-game sweep. They are playing with house money. They are the last team to get into the dance, but now they've made it to the ballroom floor. Is the clock going to strike midnight for the Cinderella story of the Ice Cats? Or will Goliath, the Binghamton Black Bears, remain atop of the FPHL? Game 1 getting ready to start when we come back after these messages right here on YouTube.
Clean Hamper is a locally owned and operated laundry washing service in Binghamton, servicing the entire Broome County area. Our services include washing and folding, specialty cleaning of larger items, stain and spot removal, hang drying, and ironing services. Our customers can drop their laundry off at our facility and then pick it back up when it's convenient for them. Or our drivers can pick the laundry up at your doorstep and deliver right back to you. We have a team of laundry care specialists that are ready to provide a clean, fast, and professional service. It's our mission to provide quality, convenient, and trustworthy laundry washing services to our Binghamton customers and community. Let us take the burden of laundry off your to-do list. Give us a call today.
Elevate your game with Serponautics Hot Wax, the official wax of the Binghamton Black Bears.
Are you kidding me? How do you do that?
A warm, relaxing soak in my hot spring spa.
Coral Isle has hot spring spas starting at $39.95. Make your next golf game your best by relaxing in a hot spring spa.
What's gotten into you?
Hot spring spas, baby.
Coral Isle Pools and Spas.
CryoWorks provides cryotherapy that uses nitrogen-cooled air to target specific areas of pain and inflammation. Local cryotherapy targets a specific area to deliver the same effects of the whole-body cryotherapy to that specific site. Treatments take 5 to 8 minutes, with a benefit exceeding that of hours of icing. Your Binghamton Black Bears' premier choice of cryotherapy, CryoWorks.
Welcome back in, everybody. The Ice Cats getting ready to come out of their den. Black Bears patiently waiting on the ice for their arrival. Tonight's UHS Sports Medicine injuries and scratches are Matthew York, Sam Holy, Chichu Lathan, Emerson Emery, Mason Hohen, and Tyler Schwitt. Binghamton brought 2 extra players on the trip. Chichu Lathan and Emerson Emery are in the owner's box tonight. And if necessary, they can be inserted back into the lineup tomorrow night for Game 2. Injuries and scratches brought to you by our good friends over at UHS Sports Medicine, the official sports medicine provider of the Binghamton Black Bears. Cole, no changes in the lineup from what we saw on Sunday for Game 3 against Port Huron.
Well, why would you? The defense played phenomenal. The offense, especially number 93, Mac Jansen, got going. And the Black Bears look to take it here to the Ice Cats. And these Ice Cats are hot. This is probably the hottest team in the FPHL right now. Like you said, house money. They ran through the Rock Lobsters, no problem. Columbus knocked them back, and they were able to respond huge. So they need to get off early, and they need to make sure that they keep these Ice Cats out of it.
They've nicknamed themselves the Cardiac Cats, scoring 2 goals in the final minute of Game 2 and 3, sending the games to overtime against the Columbus River Dragons, and then winning both of those games in the preceding overtime periods. The Black Bears looking to assert their dominance as they have all year long. Most points in the FPHL by a mile. They're the #1 overall seed, and they're going to try to show the Ice Cats why. For the first time ever, Binghamton takes on PD down in South Carolina inside a packed house, also known as the Florence Center. Getting set here for puck drop as we get a look at tonight's starting lineup, brought to you by our good friends over at ANC Heating and Air Conditioning. Tyson Kirkby in the middle up front, Gavin Yates and Nick Swain on the wings. And then on the blue line, Jesse Anderson and Scott Romikers.
And for those Ice Cats, they go with the Leitkov, Wilson, Frolov starting line. They keep both Marcin Kevics on the bench to start, but those 2 guys are quite the names to watch out for. 70 goals between the brothers.
Getting ready to throw it down to ice level for the presentation of the national anthem tonight. We will stay right here for it. And then we will talk about tonight's netminders, brought to you by our friends over at D Squared Home Improvements.
Thank you. Fans, please remain standing. Gentlemen, remove your hats as we honor America with our national anthem, brought to you by Austin Wilson State Farm. Folks, you'll notice there's nobody out there in red carpet, because tonight's national anthem will be sung by you. Please turn your attention to the young Lord.
Well, that was exciting. A little bit off script. They had the crowd sing the Star Spangled Banner tonight. First time that we got to see that this season. Pretty neat. Get everybody involved early. Warm up those voices as they have a ceremonial puck drop taking place. We're getting ready to start the FW Web Company first period with the BAE Systems opening face-off. Cole, your final thoughts before Game 1 of the Commissioner's Cup Final takes place.
Well, it's a cliche, but the first 5 minutes are going to be uber important here. Which team can assert themselves better? Which team can get their game going? And are we going to see the Black Bears play PD hockey or PD play Black Bears hockey? That's huge.
Last year, the Black Bears got off to a 3-0 start in the first period against then Carolina Thunderbirds. Thunderbirds were able to scratch their way back into the game as it went along, but Binghamton put the hammer down in period number 3. And then Zach Sirota was the hero in Game 2. Tonight's goaltending matchup is brought to you by D-Squared Home Improvement. Build your dream home into a reality with all the phases of home improvement. Dominic Tomei, 4-1-0, just announced as the FPHL Goaltender of the Year. A 203 playoff goals against average and save percentage of .916. Facing off with our old pal Brendan Colgan, who's made a new home here in PD. 4-1-0 this playoffs. A .393 goals against average. Or excuse me, I said that wrong. A 2.33 goals against average and a save percentage of .933. We are officially underway here in Game 1 of the Commissioner's Cup Final. Already took a spill through the center ice lane as the puck gets spun around the wall to the far side. Kirkby tying it up in the corner, waiting for some reinforcements to help. Puck is pushed off his stick, over to Swain, and now the Black Bears transition over the blue line for the first time. Swain fires wide while Binghamton's in the process of a line change. Leg off will go off the wall. This should make it for icing, but they're going to say it took too long. We continue to play on. Anderson trying to hold the puck up against the wall, and Kirkby will play it out to the far side. Shot right back in by the Ice Cats as Radulov puts it in down low. Stubbs sees the hit coming and decides to peel back with control of the puck. A nice stick handle by Stone behind his own cage, and the Black Bears get it out. Now up the ice with a little bit of speed. Stubbs tries a power move in between the dots, but it's nullified and flown out of the zone. Marcinkiewicz, that's Dominics, losing the handle on the puck. He's pushed away by CJ Stubbs. Saucered out to the middle, onto the tape of Bondarenko. One-on-one against his man, as Bondarenko trying to tie it up long enough for his line to be able to get a line change. Zajac is playing it down as Radulov going up ahead to Marcinkiewicz. Tipped on the way through. Both teams start the process of a line change. Colgan touches the puck and will play it off the glass and the wall as Gullo picks it up off the wall. Go out wide, given a light shove by Austin DeRazio. Shankar Cervoni trying to work a game from the corner into the middle, nullified by the Black Bears. Temporarily held in by PD as Shankar tries to deliver the first big hit of the game on the singular pane of glass dividing the two benches.
It's tipped a little bit since he hit it, leaning towards PD, so keep an eye on that.
Shankar now keeping his feet moving. Gets past the defense, but a good recovery by Hamilton. Separates Shankar from the puck. A stretch pass over to the far side. That's Elijah Wilson wearing the number 16 jersey. Technically, I believe just got the first shot on goal. As a delayed offside here as Romakers touches the puck. And we get our first stoppage at 3:24. That was a little odd, right?
Clock kept running. I don't know, man. It's not easy to see the clock here, Brooks.
It's not. It's actually not on the center scoreboard. The clock, shot counter are in opposite corners. Hamilton off the face-off win for PD will just dump it down to Anderson. We're going to survey their options. In case you were wondering where we're located tonight, we are about even with the goal line on Brendan Colgan's side. That's where we are. PD throws it towards the mixer. Tomei thought about going for a puck, but instead chopped at by Hamilton. Gullo not able to knock it down. Swain coming ahead, looking for Yates ahead of the play, but a good breakup by the Ice Cats. This one is going to be ice, though, as they were behind the red line. Hamilton got a little bit too antsy on the clear, and it'll come back into the Binghamton offensive zone.
Oh, Brooks, this place is big. It is like a maze, but it is loud here in the Florence Center. So hockey alive and thriving in South Carolina.
Last iteration of hockey was in the ECHL. It was the PD Pride. It's been about 20 years since they've had hockey in this building. Face-off won by Stubbs as Durazio puts it down low. Bondarenko and CJ try to work a two-man game down low, but Houston Wilson is able to dump this one past Durazio ahead of the line, so no icing, and they're able to get a line change. Stones peppered by Legoff, the FPHL's Rookie of the Year. And trying to create a giveaway, Legoff will go off for a change as Durazio picks it out of the corner. Ahead to Stubbs. Puck was a little slow to get across. Let's just say the ice is very soft as Dominic Marcinkiewicz fires a little bit wide, but Tomei will settle things down.
A lot of award winners in this affair. You got the Rookie of the Year, you got the Goalie of the Year, and you got the Coach of the Year, but we still got some to announce, hopefully, some hopefuls on both sides, but that's at least 3 winners in this one.
PD with the only shot on goal so far through the first 3.5. Offensive zone draw for the Ice Cats. Nick Gullo is going to take it. Elijah Wilson in a one-timing spot. Face-off pushed forward by the Black Bears, but the Ice Cats pick it up from the half wall. Knocked away by Weber. Steffen, though, tries to clear between his legs. It's held in by PD. Wilson down low in the corner, lets it go by as Weber sends his man into the plexiglass. Teams battle for control. 4-man pileup. Both teams take a spill. Weber tries to get up on his feet, squirts out to Sirota, and away comes Binghamton. Sirota now charging in as and trying to hold it in. They say Cervoni did not, and this is offside.
Passes just haven't been crisp for either side like they need to be. Both teams seem to be fumbling and bumbling along the lines.
Jurgenet tried to clear. Just able to get it barely past that blue line to get it past Cam Cervoni. Zajac and Kirkby line up for a neutral zone draw. Pushed ahead by Swain as the Black Bears look for their first shot on goal of the night. Yates into the corner. Slaps it down. Kirkby will get there with some time. Here's spin around Zajac. Lost the puck in the process. But Romickers towards the middle. Yates holding. Cuts in. Sent across. And Kirkby had his stick nullified by Zajac. Now the captain's behind the cage. Up top for Romickers. Tipped high. Zajac back to the rebound, and PD able to get the clear. They send it cross ice for Marcinkiewicz. He skates in, tries to go 5-hole. Delayed penalty against the Black Bears, and they're going to call hooking against Scott Romickers. And PD will have the first power play of the finals.
Oh, that was the best chance so far. May not have got a shot on goal for it, but Kirkby had that one right into the breadbasket and just nullified in front. So a good job by the defense of PD.
PD power play operating at 21% in the finals. 4:58 time of the infraction of period number 1 to Scott Romickers. Shot off the draw is denied, and then Stubbs hit a dry spot on the ice. Believe he might have been helped down by the opposition. It is a Northeastern Striping Corporation penalty kill for the Black Bears. They've allowed 2 power play goals this postseason. Gullo across the line. Tried to be pushed off by Stubbs as they try to bully their way to the middle of the ice. PD getting set up. Hamilton back across for Gullo, denied by Tomei. They sprawl for the loose puck, and they find it in the back of the net. PD gets on the board first with a power play goal. They got to the loose puck first, and the Ice Cats lead early, 1-0.
That was just good rebound coverage there for the Ice Cats. They kept banging away, and eventually they were able to get it past to May. And only about 5 or 6 minutes in, PD up 1-0.
5:34, time of the goal. First 5 minutes have been big for PD. They've been energized so far. They've got 5 shots on goal to Binghamton's 1. Now Binghamton looking to counteract the other way. Marcinkiewicz, that's Patrick's 27, knocked down to the ice by Kirkby. And now Swain comes back over the line, dropping it for Yates. Pushed into the middle as puck hit the referee on the way through. Marcinkiewicz tries to clear. It's not out. Puck's available. Colgan might have got a pad to it as this one shot down the ice. It's a skate race, but they say no icing once again. Yates back in through the middle. Her drag a shot over the glove of Colgan and off the plexiglass wall. Wilson just throws a backhander all the way out. Is this one going to make it down for icing? It does. And we will take a timeout. PD leads 1-0. They strike on the power play. Elijah Wilson's first of the postseason puts the home team on top 1-0. We're back with you right after this.
Are you kidding me? How do you do that?
A warm, relaxing soak in my hot spring spa.
Coral Isle has hot spring spas starting at $39.95. Make your next golf game your best by relaxing in a hot spring spa.
What's gotten into you?
Hot spring spas, baby.
Coral Isle Pools and Spas.
CryoWorks provides cryotherapy that uses nitrogen-cooled air to target specific areas of pain and inflammation. Local cryotherapy targets a specific area to deliver the same effects of the whole-body cryotherapy to that specific site. Treatments take 5 to 8 minutes, with a benefit exceeding that of hours of icing. Your Binghamton Black Bears' premier choice of cryotherapy, CryoWorks.
Welcome back in, everybody. PD scores on the opening power play. Elijah Wilson off a scramble, able to hammer home, and PD leads 1-0. Time of the goal was 5:34. As Cole, we were talking about it while we were at commercial. It looks like PD going with the same game plan that last time we saw them, just throwing the puck down the ice and hope they got somebody down there for it.
And they have the speed, and it worked last time, right? They were able to best the Black Bears at home. They're a pretty good team, and you don't luck your way to the finals. Let's put it that way.
No, you do not. Here comes Jansen. Here, hammer a slap shot that Colgan turns it away. Fanned on the second opportunity for the rebound. At the point, though, Stone fires off the back wall. Jansen tries to get there first. He did, but Legoff is able to poke it off of his stick. Bounces over to the far side. Stubbs plays it onside for Bondarenko, and then Houston Wilson took a spill, so both teams having a little bit of a hard time staying up on the ice as Hamilton from the corner just throws it over the head of D'Orazio, and that is going to be another icing against PD.
Well, and you can't do that forever because you let the Black Bears set up for free inside of your defensive end, and you get pinned on the ice. That is not a recipe for success if you're in blue. I want to say pink and black.
Well, PD has 6 players on the ice right now.
They'll get the message. Gullo got the message. Told you they'd get it.
Houston Wilson now will come in for the draw. Zach Sirota, third line with Garrett Sargis. And 10th forward Jacob Shankar right now. As Hamilton tries to poke the puck out into the neutral zone, he does. They get it to the red line. Shankar will just send it right back in for Hamilton. Cole, I'm just going to go ahead and have to say it. Ice has not been friendly to both teams so far tonight.
No, it is not. It is a warm day here in South Carolina, so maybe that having a bit of an effect.
And the Palmetto State, very humid in case you were unfamiliar with South Carolina's geographical landscape. Shankar ahead to Sirota. In tight rebound, knocked away by Colgan after he made a good initial save on Sirota. Sargis trying to bully his way to the net. Sends it across for Romikers. He scores! 5-hole! Scott Romikers ties the game up at 1. Comes off an icing violation from the Ice Cats. They got new players on the ice, but didn't get them set up in time. Romikers, with his first of the postseason, finds the equalizer, and we are tied at 1.
No time like the present. Scotty came crashing down, picked that puck up right from the dot, and fired it past Colgan. And we mentioned, I think we mentioned at the top of the show, the Black Bears have seen Brendan Colgan quite a few times when he was up in the North Country, so they should know his tricks.
Binghamton finds the equalizing goal from Scott Romikers, but right off the draw, PD dumps it in and has a good opportunity on to May. Della Savita quarterbacking this breakout from his own bench, hit the linesman, and he's standing outside the blue line, so he knows that if it touches him, it's offside.
Safe way to do it.
Yates carried over. Go ahead.
I'm going to get ahead of this before I get too confused. What is a palmetto?
Proper name for a palm tree. Palmetto, palm tree.
Oh, okay.
State flag is the palm tree and the crescent moon.
Well, I've seen that. I just didn't know what a palmetto was, and you kept saying it, and I was like, I should figure this out.
Now you know.
Now, the more you know with Brooks Hill.
Spun around the wall as PD able to get this puck out. Not going to be icing this time. Romikers trying to locate the puck or have to go off the wall as pressure was coming. Yates from the half wall, ahead to Anderson, who's onside, playing it ahead for the captain, Tyson Kirkby. Big hit delivered on Juggernaut on the way through and elevated. Anderson's trying to locate it. Did not get behind him, and here just played across to the far side for Gavin Yates. Pass too far, ahead of Mac Jansen. Jurganet will just send it in down low, and PD will take this opportunity to change. And they had one man in on the forecheck as Anderson comes up ice. Ahead to Stubbs. Bounced off a PD stick on the way through. Pass off the pad from Bondarenko. From Colgan, now leg off to the far side. Froloff cutting into the middle. His ice cut in half beautifully. And Stubbs settling it down. Finds Mac Jansen in stride. Dancing through the middle, but not able to maintain control. Pinballs off a couple of bodies at the red line. Stone and Stubbs get there first. Legoff got there second. He's hammered down to the ice by DeRazio. Teams finally get control, and Legoff tries to pass it to the far side for Houston Wilson. Nullified by the Black Bears sticks and maybe a skate or two as it comes back out into the neutral zone. Legoff with his hands free, sent across. Miguel Diaz fanned on a one-timing bid. DeRazio looking far side, gets the clear, back past the blue line. They do give possession right back to PD as the home squad now makes their way up ice. Miguel Diaz flips it into the open corner. Stone turns his head around, sees what's coming. Now Stefan will do the same. Pins it up against the wall. It's a 50-50 board battle pushed back by the Black Bears. And now around the kick plate far side, DeRazio throws a shoulder into the opposition, and it barely gets past the blue line. Sirota kept his feet moving, did his part. PD playing with it in their own end. Radulov ahead, tipped out of the midair by Kyle Stefan. As Cervoni goes off the wall, pass Radulov off the skate, no icing. And Sargis, a wrecking crew coming in, along with Stefan. Third line trying to make their presence known. Zajac able to get it out. Tipped ahead, Marcinkiewicz against Weber now on the far side of your screen. Great close down by Weber. Gets it ahead to Kirkby, trying to take his man one-on-one. Kirkby dangling around the opposition, but runs out of real estate on the way through. A tie up in the corner, Yates is there, but Dominik's Marcinkiewicz will come away with it. Gains the red line and will just try to spin it down low. Cervoni back ahead to Kirkby. They say no icing, and we will continue to play on with 8:20 left to go here in the period. Kirkby towards the net, knocked down by Swain. Yates to the rebound, off the side of the goal. Houston Wilson Gets around Kirkby, but Yates able to take the puck away from him. Black Bears offside as it hopped underneath the stick of Yates. We're taking a timeout. Scott Romakers ties the game up at 1. We got 8:03 left to go in the FW Web Company first period. We're back with you right after this.
Unbeatable reliability and speed. Restore trust in your internet with Greenlight Networks. From family movie night, to work from home days, to staying secure, or everything all at once, you'll always be connected so you can stay connected. Experience 100% fiber internet from Greenlight. Unmatched performance on every device. Backed by local service you can trust. Greenlight is in your area. Get started today. Visit greenlightnetworks.com/connect.
Hey Black Bears fans, fuel up with Bagels and Cream in Delhi, family owned and operated for 25 years, proudly serving Delaware County and the Southern Tier. Bite into fresh hand-rolled bagels, hot breakfast sandwiches, and rich coffee. And eat the bagels the players choose on game day. Open early with breakfast and lunch favorites. Grab a dozen for the crew and taste the hometown difference at Bagels and Cream in Delhi. Let's go Black Bears.
Welcome back in, everybody. FW Web Company first period from the Florence Center in South Carolina. Game 1 of the 2026 Commissioner's Cup Final. PD got the first goal on the power play. They've actually credited to Jacob Hamilton. Elijah Wilson with the primary assist and Nick McGill-Diaz the secondary. That came at 5:34, and then at 8:07, Scott Romakers gets the equalizer as a shot gets deflected into the netting. Garrett Sargent with the primary assist and Zach Sirota with the secondary. So the third line getting involved for the Black Bears, fighting a 5-on-5 goal.
Which is big because they've been needing that third line to get in there for them. They've done a good job creating havoc, but nothing in the back of the net. And now one of the forwards may not have tapped it in, but that line generating.
Garrett Sargent with a couple of big body checks thrown early in this first period, trying to make his presence known. Jansen trying to chop it in down low. Hamilton, the goal scorer for PD, shoots it in on to May and spun around the wall by Anderson. Bondarenko able to chop it out past the blue line. Delayed offside sequence for PD while they wait to touch up. They go back towards the middle. A beautiful redirect over to Houston Wilson. Floats one to the net, hoping for a rebound, but Tomei does a great job of putting it into the corner. Bondarenko pressuring on the forecheck. PD was going for a line change. Froloff let it go by. As now Anderson carries in, will leave it back at the point for Bondarenko. Cuts to the middle, a low drive blockered away by Colgan. Shankar throws the reverse hit on McGill-Diaz. Loses the puck though in the process as Shankar doing his job as the 10th forward to assert himself as well. Ice Cats go off the glass, not out. Excellent keep in by Sargis. Tied up at the half wall. Hamilton can't get it out as well. Stone will skate in. Throw it towards the net. Knocked away by Colgan, almost onto the stick of Sirota. Popped over, and then this one's just sent down the ice by PD.
My goodness, that would have been a perfect right place, right time moment for Sirota. Just couldn't get the handle on it.
Shankar again. That's the second time he's fallen in the exact same spot. Yates, though, will just dump it in. Della Savita ahead to Zajac, and Razilov comes up. Goes through the middle of the ice. I don't think that was the intended breakout for the Ice Cats, the way that they responded to that. But Swain gets it ahead to DeRazio, and then over to Yates, and puck just bouncing up and down off the playing surface right now. But that's the thing that both teams are dealing with, not just the Black Bears. Just see if the teams can settle in and get the puck to finally settle. Cervoni ices the puck. No, they say to play on. Jurgenite tries to get it out. Cervoni, a deceptive shot from the half wall. Colgan able to get a piece of it with his blocker. Great forecheck by Swain. Gets it over to Yates. From the point, Weber towards the net, just wide of the glove side of Colgan. Hammered back in around the wall. Third D pairing, passing it around the yellow, but it's stretched ahead to Marcinkiewicz. This is Patrick's. Wearing the 27 jersey, cuts to the middle, ice cut in half. Wilson not able to get there. Bondarenko's in a skate race. He's coming out. Bondarenko had it chopped away by Charlie Bedard. Great defensive play made by Bedard.
Bedard may have just saved a goal because Bondarenko was away and Bedard just got back. So great job there from Charlie.
Jansen softly glides it in, forces Colgan to come out of his net to play it. Stubbs muscle off a defender, trying to play it down low for the Black Bears Russian winger in Ivan Bondarenko. Hamilton through the middle of the ice, knocked down by Anderson, but it's pushed into the corner. Leg off, picks it up from the half wall, carries behind the cage. A wraparound bid through the blue paint and out. Anderson trying to reverse course for the Black Bears, finds CJ Stubbs, and Binghamton able to get this puck back out through neutral ice. Shots are 9-7 favoring the Black Bears after an early surge from the Ice Cats. Zajac comes in, and he will score off a funky bounce into the middle.
Well, these Ice Cats, they play fast and they play tricky. And that time the puck just takes a weird hop right onto the stick of Zajac. And no mistake about it, able to finish and put PD back up by a 1-goal affair.
15:52 time of the goal, and it does give the lead back to PD. Just a funky hop right to Zajac. And he's left all alone in between the hashes. From this vantage point, it looked like it almost didn't go in. So puck ends up back down low for the Ice Cats. They try to spin it back around. Second time tonight, Binghamton's find themselves down by a goal. Stefan trying to go across ice to Sargis. Poked off of his stick by the defense. And Stefan will just send it right back in behind the PD Blue Liners. Colgan spinning around. Della Savita able to get the clean outlet pass. And D'Orazio send it across for Stone. Both teams are changing. Stone dumps it in, and Bedard, who made a great diving play on Bondarenko. Able now, Marcinkiewicz comes right back, sent across, and that one goes wide with a yawning net. Opportunities galore right now for the Ice Cats. Both the Marcinkiewicz twins are out there. Dominic's pushed off the puck. It's still available, and now Patrick's going one-on-one into the corner with Kirkby. Cervoni leaving it for D'Orazio, and Swain able to push it back out towards the red line. Cervoni off the glass down to Yates. No icing. Everybody's on sides, but Yates is by himself. Everybody else is changing. Miguel Diaz through the middle. Zajac back over to Dominic's Marcinkiewicz. His drag shot ricochets off somebody and goes into the open corner. A good seal off the Ice Cat forward down low, as now Weber ahead to Jansen. Back in tight. It'll one-hop into the glove of Colgan, and that'll send us to our final timeout of the first period. 2:20 left to go here in the FW Webb Company first period. Ice Cats lead the Black Bears 2-1. Dennis Zajac with the goal to put PD ahead by 1. We're back with you right after this.
Rediscover your glow at Tanfastic Sun Tan Center, where wellness meets radiance. We offer red light therapy to boost collagen, speed up cell turnover, and help athletes recover faster with relief for joints, circulation, and muscle relaxation. Keep your glow year-round with our tanning beds, or build a safe summer base so you don't burn in the sun. Looking for instant color? Try our spray tan. It's half off every Thursday. Plus, explore our wide variety of lotions tailored for every skin type. And yes, Tanfastic is Black Bear approved.
Toyota Trucks. Let's go places.
Welcome back in, everybody. Brooks Hill and Cole Brenty here with you. FW Web Company, first period, about coming to a close. Don't forget, after 20 minutes, we have the Excite Motorsports intermission report. We'll have stats, highlights, and more. As Stubbs has a shot deflected. Colgan has to make the save, and Binghamton tries to put it right back in. It was a good face-off win by Stubbs, but unfortunately that was a one-and-done trip that time for the Black Bears, as this is icing against PD.
A lot of icings from these Ice Cats. I guess it's in the name as they just throw the puck and chase after it.
That is how they're going to try to beat the Black Bears, is they're going to bet that they can get more of those than it's going to hurt. Remember, Scott Romiker scored off an icing violation.
Yes, he did.
Wilson able to win the face-off back to Miguel Diaz. He's got 2 assists already tonight. Hamilton cross ice. Pass misses all the forwards. The Black Bears try to clear the zone, but it's held in by PD. Now down low for Houston Wilson. Knocked up top, and it'll come outside the blue line. PD not able to touch it. Jansen's camped out at the blue line. Sent across far side for Stubbs, trying to settle it. Hits the trail man. Durazio fires a slap shot that travels wide. Knocked off the wall, and Stone has to recover, or else Froloff would have been going the other way for PD. Bondarenko will throw it into the open corner, as the Black Bears will go for a line change. Zajac has the go-ahead goal for PD. Will just throw one into the glove of Tomei, and he will melt it down with 68 seconds left to go in this frame.
Haven't been many face-offs near Tomei, but that's just a testament to the Ice Cats icing the puck a little too much here in the early going.
Shots are 10-9 favoring the Black Bears, but where it matters the most, Ice Cats lead by 1.
Ice Cats still with the only power play in this one as well.
Face-off, knocked out into the neutral zone. And Delisavito tries to go off the wall, ahead to Zajac. Knocked away by Sirota, sent back across though, as they try to go cross ice once again. Anderson collides with Tomei. Puck's rolling on its edge, is cleared by the Black Bears as Shankar brushes off Delisavita. Tries to play it to the open corner, centered up for Sirota. His shot's blocked, gets his hands free, and then sent high on the second opportunity. Sargent's going to work on the forecheck, as Sirota into a low glove drive of Colgan, able to make the save with 30 seconds exactly remaining in the frame.
Third line is going today, Brooks. They have been off and running early.
They're doing a good job, and I cannot emphasize it enough because we can see the entire playing surface from our broadcast booth tonight. It might not be showing up on the screen, but anytime there's a 50-50 puck battle, PD sending a forward out of the zone and flying.
Yes, they are.
Kirkby wins the faceoff back. Durazio through traffic. Colgan able to make the save. Rebounds available on top of the blue paint. They sprawl for it. It's held in by Stone at the line. Juggernaut tried to pin it up against the wall, and it's knocked away by Welsh. Here gain the red line and just throw it into the corner. 8 seconds left to go in the frame. It'll come out into the blue line, and there shouldn't be time for anybody to do anything with it. Horn sounds, and that's the end of the first period. PD leads 2-1, a power play goal, and then a fortuitous bounce from the half wall sends it up to Zajac to have the go-ahead goal after 1 period of play. PD leads 2-1 after 20 minutes. We're taking a timeout. Excite Motorsports intermission report coming up right after this, right here on the Black Bears YouTube.
Are you ready to take your billiards game to a whole new level? Dragon Billiards Instruction and Pro Shop has everything you need to impress your friends and crush your opponents. American Q Sports certified coach Kim the Dragon Young is now accepting new students. From novices to pros, the Dragon helps you find your best game with in-person or online instruction available worldwide. Need help with stance, stroke, or alignment and aiming? We've got you covered. Looking for advanced cue control techniques and trick shots? No problem. Follow us on Facebook at Dragon Billiards Instruction and Instagram at Dragon Billiards Kim for free daily tips and drills, upcoming tournaments and events, as well as exciting contests and giveaways. Subscribe on Patreon for personalized video content. Visit our online pro shop for the lowest prices on the highest quality pool cues, accessories, and Dragon Billiards gear. Dragon Billiards Instruction and Pro Shop, breathing fire into your game.
Welcome back in, everybody. Excite Motorsports Intermission Report. Browse, ride, and buy. Free next day delivery to New York and Pennsylvania. You can visit them online anytime at excitemotorsports.com. Taking a look at stats brought to you by our good friends over at NBT Bank after one period of play. Only one penalty called so far. It was a hooking violation against Scott Romekers at 4:58 of the opening frame. About 30 seconds later, Ice Cats able to capitalize, and they were only operating 9% of the postseason going into tonight's contest. Hamilton fires a shot from the point at the blue line, and it squeaks through Dominic Tomei. Elijah Wilson and Nick Miguel Diaz able to combine there. Binghamton has not had a power play yet tonight, and we have a little bit of discrepancy. Shots on goal on the FPHL website say 9-7 in favor of the Black Bears. The scoreboards here at the arena say 12-9 in favor of the Black Bears. So we'll see if the league website updates in a little bit, but Binghamton outshoots their opposition. But Cole, we really kind of saw that period was more of a game of runs where PD started great. They had a better first 5 minutes. Binghamton had a better middle 5. And then the next 5, PD was able to capitalize once again.
A lot of ebbs and flows, right? I mean, it seemed like, as you mentioned, one team would go on a run, get their chances, another team would go on one. That power play was a huge swing and got PD on the board, but where it's going to be is which team seems to get that swing of momentum last.
So we're seeing if the Black Bears can make some adjustments, especially going into the second period with the long change, and see if they can figure out a way to nullify those home run passes that PD has been trying a lot in the first period. It's worked out so far. It led to a partial breakaway that led to Scott Romekers taking a penalty. They scored on the ensuing power play, so it worked out there. And then the other one, I wouldn't say they really connected on the home run passes per se. From our vantage point, it looked like it ricocheted off the glass back to the middle of the ice, and Zajac was just at the right spot at the right time. Asked for some clarification from some fans who were on the other end of the ice if that's what they saw on that one as well. So we'll see if that is true. Might have just been a great pass from our blind spot here where we can't see anything in that bottom left-hand corner of the screen. So those are the stats brought to you by our good friends over at NBT Bank. You can earn points for every $2 you spend. Redeem those Amazon Shop with points, cash back, and more. Make everyday banking extraordinary at nbtbank.com. NBT Bank, it starts here, member of the FDIC. We're going to take a timeout, come back with more on the Excite Motorsports Intermission Report. Back with you right after this.
Open 7 days a week with urgent care appointments on Saturday and Sunday from 8 a.m. to 4 p.m. Roman Acres Veterinary Hospital in Green is Bingo's first thought when he injures himself on the ice. Our dedicated doctors and staff worked with Bingo to get him back out to visiting with his fans. Turns out Bingo isn't quite ready for the pros just yet. On his way out, he got to say hi to his fellow Black Bears here for their wellness appointments. Give us a call at 607-656-4285 to have your pet seen today.
Attention fans, looking sharp is a power play. Studio 11 Barbershop, located in Endicott, New York, is your go-to for fresh fades, sharp cuts, and all-star style. Visit our website or call the number below to book, or simply just walk in. Studio 11 Barbershop, where champions get their cut.
Freshen up your morning with Wendy's breakfast, like a breakfast Baconator, or a grilled sausage burrito, or even a Honey Buddy. Ready for a fresh wake-up call? Gotta be Wendy's at participating U.S. Wendy's.
Clean Hamper is a locally owned and operated laundry washing service in Binghamton, servicing the entire Broome County area. Our services include washing and folding, specialty cleaning of larger items, stain and spot removal, hang drying, and ironing services. Our customers can drop their laundry off at our facility and then pick it back up when it's convenient for them. Or our drivers can pick the laundry up at your doorstep and deliver right back to you. We have a team of laundry care specialists that are ready to provide a clean, fast, and professional service. It's our mission to provide quality, convenient, and trustworthy laundry washing services to our Binghamton customers and community. Let us take the burden of laundry off your to-do list. Give us a call today.
Elevate your game with Serponautics Hot Wax, the official wax of the Binghamton Black Bears.
Are you kidding me? How do you do that?
A warm, relaxing soak in my hot spring spa.
Coral Isle has hot spring spas starting at $39.95. Make your next golf game your best by relaxing in a hot spring spa.
What's gotten into you?
Hot spring spas, baby.
Coral Isle Pools and Spas.
CryoWorks provides cryotherapy that uses nitrogen-cooled air to target specific areas of pain and inflammation. Local cryotherapy targets a specific area to deliver the same effects of the whole-body cryotherapy to that specific site. Treatments take 5 to 8 minutes, with a benefit exceeding that of hours of icing. Your Binghamton Black Bears' premier choice of cryotherapy, CryoWorks.
Unbeatable reliability and speed. Restore trust in your internet with Greenlight Networks. From family movie night, to work from home days, to staying secure, or everything all at once, you'll always be connected so you can stay connected. Experience 100% fiber internet from Greenlight. Unmatched performance on every device. Backed by local service you can trust. Greenlight is in your area. Get started today. Visit greenlightnetworks.com/connect.
Hey Black Bears fans, fuel up with Bagels and Cream in Delhi, family owned and operated for 25 years, proudly serving Delaware County and the Southern Tier. Bite into fresh hand-rolled bagels, hot breakfast sandwiches, and rich coffee. And eat the bagels the players choose on game day. Open early with breakfast and lunch favorites. Grab a dozen for the crew and taste the hometown difference at Bagels and Cream in Delhi. Let's go Black Bears.
When you care about something, you take care to protect it. The family that depends on you and the future you're planning for them.
You'll have your own college stories too someday.
With sound advice, smart strategies, and a broad variety of life insurance options, Security Mutual can help provide for the people you care about and also help you reach your financial goals.
It's a sound plan. The time to start thinking about college.
And retirement is now.
Security Mutual Life, the company that cares.
Ideal Bowling Center, located at 119 Jennings Street in Endicott, has 38 amazing lanes of bowling, large video screens, and automatic scoring. But that's not all. Ideal Bowling Center has a newly remodeled bar with 6 televisions, billiards, darts, and quick draw to entertain you. Don't forget about Ideal Bowling Center's snack counter for your appetite and a pro shop for all your bowling needs. Ideal Bowling Center, 119 Jennings Street in Endicott, or call 607-748-3546.
Rediscover your glow at Tanfastic Sun Tan Center, where wellness meets radiance. We offer red light therapy to boost collagen, speed up cell turnover, and help athletes recover faster with relief for joints, circulation, and muscle relaxation. Keep your glow year-round with our tanning beds or build a safe summer base so you don't burn in the sun. Looking for instant color? Try our spray tan. It's half off every Thursday. Plus, explore our wide variety of lotions tailored for every skin type. And yes, Tanfastic is Black Bear approved.
Welcome back in, everybody. Excite Motorsports Intermission Report. Browse, ride, and buy with free next-day delivery to New York and Pennsylvania. You can visit them online anytime at excitemotorsports.com. Cole, this is normally the part of the intermission report where we read off the out-of-town scoreboard, but there's no other. There's no other games in the FPHL. These are the final 2 teams. So you know what? I thought I would pull up the out-of-town NHL scoreboard.
Or, we could also check the SPHL. They're in their finals, Evansville and Peoria.
So, in Game 6, Montreal leading the series 3-2. No score at the end of the first period between the Tampa Bay Lightning and the Montreal Canadiens. Canadiens looking to close out the series on home ice tonight. And Tampa Bay looking to force a Game 7. Halfway through the first period, the Buffalo Sabres lead the Boston Bruins 1-0. Buffalo leading that series 3-2 as well. That game being played at the TD Garden in downtown Boston. Bruins trying to stay alive and force a Game 7 back in Buffalo. And then tonight, the Vegas Golden Knights look to close out the series against the Utah Mammoth as the Golden Knights are up 3-2 in that series. That'll start at 10 o'clock. So there's an update for you on an NHL out-of-town scoreboard. We'll take another time out, come back, get you ready for period number 2 between the Ice Cats and the Black Bears in Game 1 of the Commissioner's Cup Final. We're back with you after this.
Toyota Trucks. Let's go places.
Are you ready to take your billiards game to a whole new level? Dragon Billiards Instruction and Pro Shop has everything you need to impress your friends and crush your opponents. American Q Sports certified coach Kim the Dragon Young is now accepting new students. From novices to pros, the Dragon helps you find your best game with in-person or online instruction available worldwide. Need help with stance, stroke, or alignment and aiming? We've got you covered. Looking for advanced cue control techniques and trick shots? No problem. Follow us on Facebook at Dragon Billiards Instruction and Instagram at Dragon Billiards Kim for free daily tips and drills, upcoming tournaments and events, as well as exciting contests and giveaways. Subscribe on Patreon for personalized video content. Visit our online pro shop for the lowest prices on the highest quality pool cues, accessories, and Dragon Billiards gear. Dragon Billiards Instruction and Pro Shop, breathing fire into your game.
Life is short. Don't get shortchanged. Get a machine with the features you want. All standard, and all at a great price. Ride without compromise. CF Moto. Experience more together.
Browse, buy, ride. The fun starts here at Excite Motorsports, your premier power sports dealer.
Are you compassionate and interested in providing care to people with developmental disabilities? Check out a New York State career with Broom OPWDD. Enjoy great benefits such as job security, health insurance, retirement plan, paid time off, opportunities for advancement, and so much more. Positions as direct support professionals in the community or at a secure facility might be exactly the change of pace that you're looking for. For more information, call 607-240-4786 or go online to www.opwdd.ny.gov.
Toyota Trucks. Let's go places.
Are you kidding me?
How do you do that? Dude, I just got a new hot spring spa.
Carlisle has hot spring spas starting at $39.95. Come see how we make every day better by relaxing in a hot spring spa.
What happened to you today? You're shredding it.
Hot Spring Spas, baby.
Elevate the way you celebrate at Sky Zone Binghamton Vestal for a full-service experience. Our hosts will take over the details while you sit back and enjoy watching your kids make memories with their birthday guests. Members receive discounts on our biggest party packages and can enjoy VIP access to the park, including online reservations, cafe discounts, VIP check-in, the new member portal, member-only events, and more. Visit Sky Zone Binghamton Vestal, formerly known as Defy Vestal, today.
UHS Sports Medicine is the exclusive sports medicine and athletic training service provider for the Binghamton Black Bears. If injuries are keeping you from playing, please call the UHS Sports Medicine hotline at 75-SPORT to be seen by a sports medicine specialist. That's 75-SPORT.
Go with the winner, Jeff Kai's Auto Sales.
We have a huge selection of vehicles and every tool available to fit everyone's credit needs. If you've been told no before,
I say no when it feels so good to say yes.
get the vehicle you deserve.
Yes, that's awesome.
With our guaranteed credit approval program, which can easily be filled out online at jeffkais.com.
Jeff Kai's Auto Sales, Apple Lincoln. Go with the winner, Jeff Kai's.
Welcome back in, everybody. Brooks Hill and Cole Prenti wrapping up the Excite Motorsports Intermission Report. Browse, ride, and buy. Free next-day delivery to New York and Pennsylvania. Visit them online anytime at excitemotorsports.com. PD scores the opening goal on a power play. Jacob Hamilton getting credit with the goal. He's the second player this postseason to score a power play goal for PD. Houston Wilson had the other two. So they have 3 power play goals this postseason. Unfortunately, they were operating at 9% coming into the night, being 1 for 1. Does help that number out a little bit as we getting set for period number 2. The PK, though, has been a struggle for the Ice Cats, Cole, as 73% has been their Achilles heel this postseason.
And that's what the Black Bears need to capitalize on when they get their chance on the power play. They have to just make sure they're able to execute. They have a pretty darn good power play we've seen over the years, and we'll see when they get their opportunity. If they get their opportunity, I mean, PD played a pretty clean game there. We'll see how they are with long change.
Saw a lot of people hitting some spots on the ice where they just fall over on both sides. And, you know, it's neat that unlike a golf course where you can hit a ball into a certain spot, both teams are playing on the same surface, and both teams have players taking a spill. Ice Cats making their way out of the tunnel. Black Bears are lined up at the door, just ready for Dominic Tomei to lead them down as we get set for tonight's second period, brought to you by AAA Northway. We're going to take our final timeout. Thank you for listening to the Excite Motorsports Intermission Report. We're back with you right after this.
Join the Black Bears on Friday, May 8th at 7 p.m. for the Commissioner's Cup Final against the PD Ice Cats. Game 4 and 5 on Saturday and Sunday if necessary as well. Come be a part of history and get your tickets now at BinghamtonBlackBears.com.
Attention fans, looking sharp is a power play. Studio 11 Barbershop, located in Endicott, New York, is your go-to for fresh fades, sharp cuts, and all-star style. Visit our website or call the number below to book, or simply just walk in. Studio 11 Barbershop, where champions get their cut.
Are you looking to get your taxes done? JMK Tax Solutions is located at 1152 Vestal Avenue in Binghamton. They offer tax, bookkeeping, and payroll services and are currently accepting new clients.
Table 2.
Made fresh every day. Big flavor, bold choices. Crafted with care, served with pride. Alexander's Cafe, downtown Binghamton.
Welcome back in, everybody. We're set for the AAA Northway second period. More on them in just a little bit. Teams have flipped ends as we get set for period number 2. Ice Cats hold a 2-1 lead. Black Bears, though, with a slight edge in shots if they updated the board. It's 12-11 in favor of Binghamton, but they find themselves down by 1. Swain knocks down a pass at the red line. The Ice Cats are still able to get it in. Another funky hop out of the corner. Leg off, first man in, trying to center up. And then an Ice Cat took a spill on the way through. Now Yates against Froloff. Turns on the afterburners. Gets wide. Tries to cut in towards the middle, but a good stick by Miguel Diaz. Nullifies the speed of Yates. Trying to cut back in towards the middle. Ice Cats go off the wall. Froloff from the far side. Ice nullified by Romikers. Kirkby goes off the wall and out on the second attempt as Anderson carries in, dropping it back for Yates. Her fire right into the leg of Della Savita. Yates is dancing around. Della Savita's a little hurt, but he's still good. Durazio shot in tight, kicked away by Colgan. A loose puck is underneath a player, and finally, they say Colgan reaches out with the blocker hand to grab it.
Bit of mayhem in front there. A little hard to see from our angle, but Colgan able to cover up.
And Dominic Della Savita, number 4, for the Ice Cats, very gingerly making his way to the bench for PD.
Yeah, where this team makes up with the fact of having 2 Marcinkevics and 2 Wilsons, they have guys with hyphenated names like Miguel Diaz and Della Savita.
Offensive zone draw for the Black Bears. Bounces onto the stick of Bondarenko. Played back up to the line. Durazio sending it across for Jansen. Blocked right across. Stubbs to the rebound. Playing it down low for Janney. Now sent back across. Stubbs in tight. That was Stone to Stubbs. Colgan able to make an easy save with the pad. But a nice wrap pass. Stubbs hammers a one-timer. Misfires. But it's held in by Durazio. Stone fires. Pinballs off of a skate from Jurgenite. And it finally ends up on the stick of Marcinkevics. As Juggernaut looks to clear. Goes through the middle, a high aerial flip. Knocked away by Durazio. And the Ice Cats retreat back into their own side and look to regroup once again. Stretch pass right off of the stick of Zajac, who was flying into the zone. Spun around the wall to the far side. Patrick's Marcinkevics up to the blue line, not able to be held in the zone. As they will retreat, coming back in, Marcinkevics trying to dangle around Stone, but Binghamton had help coming into the frame. Bondarenko now over the blue line. Tries to go down low to Stone, and that'll be directed towards the plexiglass, but held in. Marcinkevics forced wide by Weber. Spun around the wall. Sorota's in a battle. Can he get there first? Chopped up into the air, back behind the cage. Shoulder given to Cervoni as Dominics tries to center up. Nobody home for the guys in Navy. And Weber will just dump that one down. And that is icing against the Black Bears as Weber was not at the red line.
Yeah, Weber just didn't make it there. And now the Black Bears will be pinned in their own end with some tired bodies.
So they're going to ask Kirkby to go off. It's Weber, Romikers, Bondarenko, Jansen, and Sirota. So hodgepodge of defense and forwards right now for the Black Bears. Sirota's got to take the draw on his power side. And he's able to win it back cleanly. Weber off the end wall. Catches up to Bondarenko as Welsh tries to lay the body on the Black Bears forward. Ends up behind the cage. Jacob Hamilton spinning it around. Sargis Able to knock the puck off of his stick, and Welsh one-on-one against Romikers. Forced to carry down low, spun around the wall. As another player loses his edge. PD bench wanted a call, none provided. Sargis up ahead of the play, one-on-one. Hair Fire fought off by Colgan with the shoulder. Anderson to the rebound, gets it down low. Off the corner boards. Up top, Romiker steps into another slap shot. That hits Sirota on his backside, and he's a little stung. Trying to regain his balance. PD tries to clear while they have the opportunity. Legoff's pinned up against the boards. As Romikers stretch pass on the stick of Kirkby, but it hops over the tape at the last second. Now Kirkby will come around the cage, carry in tight. Try to send one to the far post. Just a little bit too far. That's off the wall and down. This should be icing, and it is against PD.
Got caught there that time with that 50-50 play that ended on the 50% side of icing.
So PD has to stay out there. Binghamton's allowed to choose their face-off dot, and they will go to the top of your screen. Face-off one back to Stone through traffic, just trickles wide. As Yates and Swain were trying to provide some net front screening presence against Brendan Colgan. Durazio doing a good job of holding the blue line. The Black Bears are able to stay on side. As Swain tries to center up, pinballs around. Durazio towards the net. It's pouted away by Colgan. Into the corner, but not out. Durazio skating in. 5-hole, he scores! Austin Durazio ties the game after a failed clear by the Ice Cats. It's 2-2 here in Florence.
Well, Durazio just kept with that play and did a nice job picking that up, and the Ice Cats gave him multitude of room coming down the lane. Nobody stepped up to Durazio, and he finishes off, so that's 2 through Colgan's 5-hole.
Time of the goal is 4 minutes and 28 seconds into period number 2. Black Bears strike first in the middle frame, and we are equal once again.
You know what? You wonder if that's some knowing Colgan from his time in Watertown.
Failed clear again. Delasavito giving it back to Anderson. Tried to feather it ahead to Bondarenko. Just bounced off of his stick. Now Delasavito retreats to grab his loose twig. Pinballs around. Romikers caught a little bit of no man's land, but a good keep by the Black Bears. Jansen back over to Stubbs to the back post on the goal line. Where is it? Right on the doorstep. It's washed out immediately. Coach Sherwood looking for the tablet. Colgan quickly throws it away from the crease, but that puck was sitting on the goal line.
Yeah, it took some funky hops in front, and puck luck seemed to owe its way to the Black Bears. I think I just saw Coach Sherwood shaking his head, saying, no, I don't think that one crossed.
Black Bears had a man on the back post, just not able to get the last piece of it. And he's going to set the tablet back down.
Do they have a different system than we do, or are they looking at the YouTube feed?
They might be looking at the Sportfy feed.
Oh, because they have all the different cameras.
I don't know what he's looking at. I've actually never asked.
It's just a question that's popped in my head.
Yeah. So we're tied at 2. No goal. Black Bears, though, looking for their first lead of the night. Stubbs wins the face-off back as it ricochets off of the stick of Jansen, and the skate of Bondarenko back in down low. Ice Cats were able to get the clear. Sent right back in by Romikers as Colgan's got to set it up on a tee for the defense. It's a giveaway to Jansen on the bottom of the screen. Up top for Anderson, towards the mixer. Doesn't get any height on it, and Juggernaut able to come away with the steal, but given right back to the Black Bears. Romikers cross the blue line, and it'll ride the paint all the way out. Anderson, though, a giveaway. A shot goes off the back side of the wall and the back webbing of the cage. Extra possession, though, for PD. They try to send it to the far side, and Jansen's able to get there, cross ice, onto the tape of Bondarenko, ahead for Anderson, skating in, hair fire, but a good block by the defense nullifies a scoring opportunity. Binghamton goes off the wall, Steffen to Sirota, far side. It's overskated though by Sirota, and the Ice Cats try to get a clear. Overskated by Froloff and Houston Wilson. Juggernaut sends Steffen into the linesman, but the Black Bears doing a good job so far in this period of keeping the pressure on the Ice Cats and their end of the ice. That pass goes underneath the stick of Cervoni, and luckily Tomei was ready for it as we get a stoppage. 13:39 left to go here in the AAA Northway second period. We'll take a media timeout. Austin D'Orazio ties the game up at 2. We're back with you right after this.
Excite Motorsports has one of the largest and best selections of off-road vehicles in the Northeast. And right now, the showroom is filled with a great selection of motorcycles from CF Moto. If you're ready to live life on two wheels, now is the time to shop with great deals and amazing rebates. Ride without compromise with CF Moto's affordable selection of bikes in stock and ready to go. The fun starts here at Excite Motorsports, your premier power sports dealer.
Are you compassionate and interested in providing care to people with developmental disabilities? Check out a New York State Career with Broom OPWDD. Enjoy great benefits such as job security, health insurance, retirement plan, paid time off, opportunities for advancement, and so much more. Positions as direct support professionals in the community or at a secure facility might be exactly the change of pace that you're looking for. For more information, call 607-240-4786 or go online to www.opwdd.ny.gov.
Welcome back in, everybody. Austin D'Orazio has his first ever playoff goal. From our vantage point, it looked like it went through the 5-hole, but we don't have the greatest depth perception from how high and far on the other end of the ice we are, where Austin was able to shoot. Face-off is won by the Ice Cats, looking to reclaim the lead. Leg off carries behind Tomei's cage, sent up top to the line, and Yates pulls it away from Miguel Diaz. He comes back across with Swain, fired in tight. As the Black Bears were trying to draw a call, Yates was impeded on the way through. Froloff spins his hips around, bullies his way to the front of the cage, and swept away by D'Orazio. Up top, Miguel Diaz has a puck knuckle in tight. Tomei pounces on it on top of the crease. And the Black Bears quickly protect their netminder.
Well, that was the first real setup that the Ice Cats have had in this period where they were able to get something cooking down here in the offensive end. It's been all rushes for them, and they've given a lot of possession time to the Black Bears.
So Tomei will get credited with the save, and now both teams able to change. Looked like Yates will slow down a little bit on that 2-on-1 with Swain, but just not able to capitalize quite yet. Scoreboard says Black Bears have 21 shots on goal. It says PD has 12, and based on where we started the period, now make it 13. They have 2 this frame. Spun around the wall. Anderson pokes it right back into the corner as Zajac and Romikers communicate which one was going to hit the other. And now pinball is somehow over to the stick of Mac Chanson on the far side. Stubb sends it down low. Bondarenko was there waiting for it. He gets double teamed behind the goal line, and now the cage as Zajac pulls it from behind. And here just go between the legs of Marcinkiewicz against Romikers. Thrown to the front of the net, but Anderson pulls it away. Not out, but he does block a shot. And now the Black Bears get the clear. Bondarenko ahead into the offensive zone, trying to go far side for Jansen, just hit a body on the way through. No hand pass as it's knocked down by Dominics. Here carry out wide. Try to go over the shoulder of Tomei, and he does. Marcinkiewicz out wide from beyond the dots, able to go short side over the shoulder of Tomei, and the Ice Cats have the lead right back.
It was just a good play by Marcinkiewicz, able to pick a corner there, and we're able to see it down low. Does a heck of a job of getting that shot on and off the stick.
Heads up play by the Ice Cats too. They let Marcinkiewicz touch it. That way there wouldn't be a hand pass. And the lead is given right back to the Ice Cats. It's 3-2 now in favor of PD. Tie up in the corners. Sirota and Weber try to get this puck out as a one-timing bid from Welsh is absorbed by Tomei from the top of the circles.
Good bounce back save for Tomei there just to hold on to that one.
Was a 3-on-2 late developing opportunity for the Ice Cats, and Dominic Marcinkiewicz, who was on loan with the Rail Yard Dogs, and after they were eliminated in their postseason run, able to jump right back into the lineup for PD, and he's got 2 goals in 3 games. Sirota wins the face-off, pushes it to the half wall, ends up behind the cage, and he goes into the netting. So they're reset and do it again.
Like we said, game of ebbs and flows. Right now the flow in PD's direction.
And it's really only been that way for the last minute or so. The Black Bears have played better the entire period so far since then. Cervoni off the wall and out. PD's got to retreat, touch up. Now they comply with the linesman. Weber go off the wall to Sargis. He's not able to get it deep, and Welsh just spins it right back in. PD goes for a line change, and Cervoni has a pass off of 2 hands, one of Welsh, the other Sargis, back in behind their own cage. So the Black Bears playing from behind once again. PD trying to spin the puck back into the offensive zone with possession. D'Orazio will go across to Weber and sent back across to the far side. Sargis and company over the blue line. Haircut his way into the middle, but runs out of space as Rookie of the Year, Alexander Legoff, comes away with the steal, sends the puck in himself. D'Orazio off the glass and up to the blue line. Sirota able to flip that one back into the offensive side. Sargis trying to give chase as Wilson turns it over to Jansen. Gets past the first man. Jansen coming back in around the cage, looking for somebody. It's Stone, his one-timing bid. Travels off the plexiglass and on to the tape of Houston Wilson. Deflected on the dump in. Stone knocked into the boards. D'Orazio trying to reverse it around. Jansen got there late, but did enough to tie up his man as D'Orazio now gets it ahead to Yates. Yates is out wide. Cycling around the net. Looking for some space. Still going, leaving it back for D'Orazio. Sent across to Stone. His shot blocked off of Hamilton. And then a good tie-up to nullify the opportunity. Dominics comes back in, and it's Tomei who gets the better that time. Patricks tried to center up for Zajac. Nobody there. Comes away for Gavin Yates in a steal. Sent across for Kirkby. As the Black Bears look to get situated once again, Patrick Marcinkiewicz is already camped out behind the Black Bears defense. Good job by Swain nullifying that opportunity for a quick flyby into the offensive zone. Drop back, Patrick Marcinkiewicz goes down to a knee. The Latvian forward sent back across. Zajac towards the net, blocked by D'Orazio. Swain with the reverse hit, and they're gonna call that a penalty. We got a media timeout to tell you about the next penalty coming up. It's going against the Black Bears. Find out when we come back. PD leads 3-2 here in game 1 with 9:18 left to go in the second period.
Excite Motorsports has one of the largest and best selections of off-road vehicles in the Northeast. And right now, the showroom is filled with a great selection of motorcycles from CF Moto. If you're ready to live life on 2 wheels, now is the time to shop with great deals and amazing rebates. Ride without compromise with CF Moto's affordable selection of bikes in stock and ready to go. The fun starts here at Excite Motorsports, your premier power sports dealer.
Are you compassionate and interested in providing care to people with developmental disabilities? Check out a New York State Career with Broom OPWDD. Enjoy great benefits such as job security, health insurance, retirement plan, paid time off, opportunities for advancement, and so much more. Positions as direct support professionals in the community or at a secure facility might be exactly the change of pace that you're looking for. For more information, call 607-240-4786 or go online to www.opwdd.ny.gov.
Welcome back in, everybody. Penalty called before we went to commercial. 10:42 of the second period. Nick Swain, 2 minutes for elbowing. And the Northeastern Striping Corporation back to work for the second time tonight, Cole.
And they're going to need to be better than they were in the first period here. Keep the Ice Cats off the board.
The Ice Cats will win the face-off on the power play, sent across to Wilson. As his wrist shot is blocked, Elijah Wilson on the far side turns it over to Bondarenko. Binghamton is able to get the clear as Houston Wilson retreats in his own end.
You said Houston's the one to watch here on the power play, right, Brooks? 2 out of the 3 goals belong to him.
That is true. He'll reverse it back for Hamilton, who has one in this game, the opening goal. Pass sent across, and Durazio intercepts it. Sent right back down to Colgan. And Kirkby will actually poke it off a Hamilton stick just a little bit, forcing the Ice Cats to start deep in their own end. Far side with some space. Now they come in, dropping it back at the point for Hamilton. Quarterbacks this breakout with 4 forwards. Sent up top, and Hamilton not able to handle it cleanly. Actually, I apologize, Miguel Diaz, the defenseman. So 2 defensemen and 3 forwards on this top power play unit. Over the halfway point of the Northeastern Striping Corporation penalty kill for the Black Bears. They've changed as Sirota and Shankar. The second unit of PKers comes out. Stefan comes on for Shankar. And now PD wants to start their breakout. Dominic Marcinkiewicz dropping it back for his brother Patrick's. Across the line, but PD's offside.
Holding the puck just a little too much there are the Ice Cats, not doing a good job of getting themselves open and getting themselves moving the puck around.
Sirota and Stefan still up front together. Durazio and Stone out there for the Black Bears. Zajac back out there. He was a little shaken up after the penalty was called. The training staff did come out and look at him, but looks to be okay. Now Legoff's going to try to cut to the front of the net, and power move. Legoff is able to score. That's another power play goal for PD, and now they lead by 2.
Well, that was a great play there from Legoff. Rookie of the year gets it done. He went forehand, backhand, and was able to beat Tanay to the far side.
So now the power play for the Ice Cats, 2 for 2. And now we return to 5-on-5, and for the first time tonight, somebody leads by 2. In a period that the Black Bears had dominated in the period has now gone the way of the Ice Cats. Another backhander sent across as Romikers and Jansen are able to get the flip out to the neutral zone. 2 power play goals for the Ice Cats could be the difference makers, as now they have grown their lead to 2. Binghamton yet to go on the power play. Anderson off the wall, trying to go to Bondarenko. PD doing a good job of hemming the Black Bears in right now. Stubbs was to send it down the ice, intended for Jansen, but it will be icing against Binghamton.
Good shift here for the Ice Cats, keeping the pressure up on Binghamton. Binghamton needing to get some more possessions here. They look good in the start of the period, but the second half has been all Ice Cats.
Face off red by Bondarenko, but they're going to say it's offside as it comes over the blue line. Now Binghamton will be allowed to change, and it looks like both of the doors on the bench open up, and there you get a fresh 5 players out onto the ice.
Yeah, after the icing, looked like some guys were due to get off, and that time they do.
Kirkby able to win the face-off cleanly back as Yates will carry for his team. They come over the line. Swain across to Kirkby, gets his hands free. Shots blocked. Knuckles into the glove of Colgan. And the two sides will come together behind the net.
This is only the beginning for these two. They got to get used to each other. At least 2 more games after this one.
Well, more penalties are going to be called, as it looks like each linesman has a player. And we will go to 4-on-4. I believe Nick Swain heads back to the penalty box for the Black Bears, and I try to make out the number for PD. Time of the infraction is 13 minutes and 24 seconds. And it's Dominic Marcinkiewicz. At the same time. 4-on-4 as we pull a player off a side. See if Binghamton can get back into this one. Stone fires, Colgan makes the save, and a penalty is going to be called against PD. Holding as he goes against the Ice Cats, and the Black Bears power play will have their first opportunity of the night, and it'll be a rare 4-on-3.
This is a huge moment for them. Cut this lead down by 1. They try to get themselves back on the board against an Ice Cat penalty kill, that hasn't looked too good in the playoffs, and will have 1 less person on the ice, even from what they're used to.
13:46, time of the infraction. So it's on Buyer Security power play for the first time tonight. Power play has been red hot in the postseason. Mac Jansen scored the last power play goal for the Black Bears. Teams fight for control as it ends up on Jansen's stick behind the net. D'Orazio took a spill at the blue line, shorthanded. Zajac comes in, sends it high. 3-on-4. Near disaster for the Black Bears. Now Bondarenko carries up by, sends it across for Stone. Or excuse me, that's Stubbs. Jansen settles things down, lets everybody get their spacing. Bondarenko sliding in front of the cage in front of Colgan. Game of catch between Jansen and D'Orazio continuing on as they inch their way down low. Trying to draw that PD defense through traffic. D'Orazio's shot is absorbed by Colgan.
A lot of room being given to the guy in front. Nobody trying to clear him out. So if Bondarenko can get a little bit more of an opening, you may be able to hit him on the back end.
Still a minute to work with on the power play for the Black Bears. D'Orazio blew a tire, and that led to a breakaway shorthanded. Binghamton will change. They'll send Stone to quarterback the second unit. Kirkby, Yates, and Sirota.
What has been going on with the ice here today, Brooks? Everyone just slipping and falling. I mean, I know ice is slippery, but I thought usually when you're on skates.
Really soft down south. can't dig into it as much. Face off one back by the Ice Cats. It's another skate race. Short-handed save made by Tomei. Della Savita able to get that one off. Now Yates comes back over the blue line for the Black Bears. 45 to go in this 4-on-3. Her fire off the glass, funky bounce, and ends up on Stone Stick down low. Quickly play a game of catch, and then her work his way back up top to the point. Yates skating in, looking for Kirkby across, hit a stick on the way through. Reverse back over for the captain, skating into the circle. Down low for Sirota. Able to get the pass off, but not enough on the speed to make Kirkby a threat. Stone through traffic, knocked away by Colgan. Yates holding his drag shot. Misses everything. Stays in play though. Kirkby settling it down. On the backhander, Colgan gets a piece of it. Puck still loose. Sirota up top for Stone. Sent back over for Yates. One more pass blocked by Della Savita. And Kirkby sending it in front. Gets punished in the corner. Penalty time is up. And everybody's back to 5-on-5. Swain's back in on the play. So is Hamilton and Marcinkiewicz. Swain had his pass blocked. Broken stick on the ice. And this one will just be shot down by the Ice Cats. This will be icing against PD.
Yeah, they'll be pinned here with some mishmash of guys as two guys came out of the box for them.
Media timeout. Ice Cats lead by 2. Their power play has struck twice tonight. We're back with you after this.
Toyota Trucks. Let's go places.
Are you kidding me?
How do you do that?
Dude, I just got a new hot spring spa.
Carlisle has hot spring spas starting at $39.95. Come see how we make every day better by relaxing in a hot spring spa.
What happened to you today? You're shredding it.
Hot Spring Spas, baby.
Welcome back in, everybody. That last power play sequence for the Black Bears, not their greatest. It started with a turnover at the offensive blue line that led to a shorthanded opportunity for PD. PD actually came away with 2 shots on goal shorthanded. Now, Binghamton was still able to get some offense generated, but nothing too dangerous, and to get Brendan Colgan uncomfortable.
Especially 4-on-3. They said they had to get more guys moving around. They had people in front and nobody marked and just couldn't find them.
Ice Cats were able to get this puck out. Ramaker's trying to take his man one-on-one, but a nice power move denied by Tomei. That was Dominik's Marcinkiewicz again. And the forwards for the Ice Cats are showing their speed here in game 1. Stretched down behind the net. Wilson trying to center, goes off the backside of the cage. And Tomei will just reach out and force a stoppage.
Seems as though Tomei had seen enough. Just wanting to hold on.
Offensive zone draw for PD, one back to Legoff. Not able to get his first pass attempt off. Ends up at the half wall, and Froloff will spin it around the wall to the far side. Pinching in to the far side, the defense. Center it up. A nice drag shot by Wilson, but Tomei able to make the save as Binghamton able to get the clear. So a real tale of 2 halves in the period. Binghamton a much better first 10 minutes in this frame than PD had. But the Ice Cats capitalize on a 3-on-2 and then on their second power play. Special teams definitely playing a factor so far in game one. Juggernaut sending it around the wall. This is pass Cervoni, and this is icing against PD.
Like Kov was out and away. He was looking for that 50-50, but once again, another icing.
Kirkby's line comes over the boards, and they are set up for this offensive zone draw. This is his offside. He's going to try to win it back cleanly to Romakers. Gets pushed to the half wall. Kirkby and Yates get there for a split second, trying to muscle it over to Romakers. And the Black Bears hesitant a little bit to pinch in because they know if they don't get that 50-50, Ice Cats have numbers going back the other way. Anderson now will just send it down low for the captain. Try to bully his way to the front of the net, but his pass gets stolen. Knocked down by Anderson. He's got some space skating into the circle, but his wrist shot will travel wide as PD tries to get a partial line change. One player comes off, now leg off will make it two as it's chopped ahead by Anderson. Colgan out of his cage to play it. Jurgenite tying it up against the wall with Swain. Kirkby coming in to lend a hand as well. Played up the wall. Durazio's got to sink down a little bit to get control. Goes behind the cage as Colgan's stick gets active on Swain. PD, though, is able to get it clear. Elijah Wilson dropping it back for a one-timing bid from Gullo to May, able to make the save. As Elijah will just spin it around the wall to the far side. Down at the goal line. Pass blocked by Durazio. He takes a look, sees where the opposition's coming, and Zajac puts it up the wall. Yates able to help it past the blue line, and PD forced to regroup. They're onside. Patrick throws it through the blue paint, hoping to hit his brother as it's sent back up top. Finds him, sent back across looking for Zajac. That was a snake eye style pass. And now Shankar and Yates in a 2-on-1. Yates holding, fires. Colgan makes the save. Puck's available still. Sent up top for Durazio. Back over to Yates. Sidestepping. Her fire off the top of the crossbar. 35 seconds left to go. Spun around, and we have a stoppage for Colgan's mask coming off.
Well, that was a good chance there. Yates and Shankar. Good takeaway by Shankar, and then gives it to Yates. And Yates looks to dish it back, but just couldn't find him.
Ice Cats trying to stir the pot with Jacob Shankar. That's Jacob Hamilton, who had a firm grip on the shoulder pads of Shankar. 33.8 seconds left to go here in the AAA Northway second period. Ice Cats with a pair of goals after Binghamton tied the game at 2 at 4:28 of the frame. Face-off control by Bondarenko. And Stone is able to put it in down low. Kirkby trying to pull it to his forehand. Zajac not able to get the clear. Bondarenko shot pushed away by Colgan. And Patrick's knocked into the wall by Bondarenko. They're looking for the home run pass. Sent off the wall, and that's icing, as it did not get the fortuitous bounce that Dominic's was looking for.
Looking to capitalize here. Final 11 seconds. Black Bears have their top line.
Face off, one back by Kirkby. Stubbs fires right before the horn. 5 seconds left to go as Colgan makes one more save. This puck is cleared, and that should be delay of game. Black Bears are calling for it. officials are going to come together. They're going to see what they're going to talk about what they saw. And the Ice Cats should have a player going to the penalty box. There's a half second left to go in the frame, and this is huge. The Black Bears are awarded a power play. They will start the period with fresh ice and a man advantage.
Which may not be so much of an advantage. The fresh ice here in PD has been a rough go for some people. But this looked cleared straight out to me, Brooks, from here.
They're going to say it was tipped.
It looks straight out from up here, Brooks, but we don't have the best angle over there on that side of the ice.
The way that everybody reacted, even the PD players thought that they had sent it out of play. So it's not. Half a second left to go here. Shot off the draw from Kirkby, got it off, but it does miss. And that's the end of the second period. So the Ice Cats lead 4-2. They grab a power play goal and an odd man rush goal. And that's the difference so far in this one. We're through 40 minutes of play. Black Bears not happy with that last call, and they're trying to get a further explanation on it as they will head into the locker room down by a pair of goals. We got another edition of the Excite Motorsports Intermission Report coming up, where I have the stats through 2 periods of play. Take a look at the NHL scoreboard going on in the Stanley Cup playoffs and get you set for period number 3. We're back with you after this right here on YouTube.
Elevate the way you celebrate at Sky Zone Binghamton Vestal for a full-service experience. Our host will take over the details while you sit back and enjoy watching your kids make memories with their birthday guests. Members receive discounts on our biggest party packages and can enjoy VIP access to the park, including online reservations, cafe discounts, VIP check-in, the new member portal, member-only events, and more. Visit Sky Zone Binghamton Vestal, formerly known as Defy Vestal, today.
Attention fans, looking sharp is a power play. Studio 11 Barbershop, located in Endicott, New York, is your go-to for fresh fades, sharp cuts, and all-star style. Visit our website or call the number below to book, or simply just walk in. Studio 11 Barbershop, where champions get their cut.
Are you looking to get your taxes done? JMK Tax Solutions is located at 1152 Vestal Avenue in Binghamton. They offer tax, bookkeeping, and payroll services and are currently accepting new clients.
Table 2. Made fresh every day. Big flavor, bold choices. Crafted with care, served with pride. Alexander's Cafe, downtown Binghamton.
Welcome back in, everybody. Brooks Hill and Cole Parenti here with you for another edition of the Excite Motorsports Intermission Report. Excite Motorsports, browse, ride, and buy. Free next day delivery to New York and Pennsylvania. You can visit them online anytime at excitemotorsports.com. Cole, let's go ahead and start with the shots on goal, because very early they were favoring the Black Bears in the period, as they had a great start to the middle frame. 13 for the Black Bears and 8 for the Ice Cats.
Well, those first 10 or so minutes, the Black Bears seemingly had the dominant of play, and they were getting themselves some good shots and getting good opportunities, and the Ice Cats were kind of bending to their will. And then once Marcinkiewicz was able to sneak one over the shoulder of Tomei, everything seemed to flip.
Black Bears have scored 1 goal each period. Unfortunately for them, the Ice Cats have scored twice each frame. They're 2 for 2 on the power play, while the Black Bears are 0 for 1. Black Bears had a 4-on-3 power play, and they gave up just as many shots on goal, shorthanded, to the Ice Cats as the Black Bears had on Colgan. Unfortunately, just losing their edge, some turnovers, and the speed of the Ice Cats is showing, especially up front with their forwards. And a game that really hasn't been overly physical.
No, and maybe that's what turns the tide, is throwing the body. I mean, can you catch up to those Marcinkiewicz brothers and throw a body on them? Can you throw a body at Alexander Lekov? That's going to be the difference maker here. Can the defense keep up with them and keep up with the physicality of a third period that's a uphill climb?
And they're not afraid to try a crazy pass, or not look at their passing target, because they feel like it's going to work out more times than it's going to hurt them. Durazio scored his first playoff goal that tied the game up at 2 at 4:28. About 3.5 minutes later, opposite number, Dominic Marcinkiewicz gives the lead back to PD after a period up until that point that had been dominated by the Black Bears. And then Alexander Legov with a power move on the power play in the final 20 seconds or so of the man advantage. Tomei makes the first save, but after you kick out that leg and make the first one, you have no leverage up against the post to hold yourself, and Tomei not able to find the rebound, as Legov just able to push that one across the goal line with all of his strength. That's where we stand after 40 minutes of play. Don't go anywhere. We'll have an NHL out-of-town scoreboard update for you when we come back after these messages, all right here on the Excite Motorsports Intermission Report.
Open 7 days a week with urgent care appointments on Saturday and Sunday from 8 a.m. to 4 p.m. Roman Acres Veterinary Hospital in Green is Bingo's first thought when he injures himself on the ice. Our dedicated doctors and staff worked with Bingo to get him back out to visiting with his fans. Turns out Bingo isn't quite ready for the pros just yet. On his way out, he got to say hi to his fellow Black Bears here for their wellness appointments. Give us a call at 607-656-4285 to have your pet seen today.
Attention fans, looking sharp is a power play. Studio 11 Barbershop, located in Endicott, New York, is your go-to for fresh fades, sharp cuts, and all-star style. Visit our website or call the number below to book, or simply just walk in. Studio 11 Barbershop, where champions get their cut.
Freshen up your morning with Wendy's breakfast, like a breakfast Baconator, or a grilled sausage burrito, or even a Honey Buddy. Ready for a fresh wake-up call? Gotta be Wendy's at participating U.S. Wendy's.
Clean Hamper is a locally owned and operated laundry washing service in Binghamton, servicing the entire Broome County area. Our services include washing and folding, specialty cleaning of larger items, stain and spot removal, hang drying, and ironing services. Our customers can drop their laundry off at our facility and then pick it back up when it's convenient for them. Or our drivers can pick the laundry up at your doorstep and deliver right back to you. We have a team of laundry care specialists that are ready to provide a clean, fast, and professional service. It's our mission to provide quality, convenient, and trustworthy laundry washing services to our Binghamton customers and community. Let us take the burden of laundry off your to-do list. Give us a call today.
Elevate your game with Serponautics Hot Wax, the official wax of the Binghamton Black Bears.
Are you kidding me? How do you do that?
A warm, relaxing soak in my hot spring spa.
Coral Isle has hot spring spas starting at $39.95. Make your next golf game your best by relaxing in a hot spring spa.
What's gotten into you?
Hot spring spas, baby.
Coral Isle Pools and Spas.
CryoWorks provides cryotherapy that uses nitrogen-cooled air to target specific areas of pain and inflammation. Local cryotherapy targets a specific area to deliver the same effects of the whole-body cryotherapy to that specific site. Treatments take 5 to 8 minutes, with a benefit exceeding that of hours of icing. Your Binghamton Black Bears' premier choice of cryotherapy, CryoWorks.
Unbeatable reliability and speed. Restore trust in your internet with Greenlight Networks. From family movie night, to work from home days, to staying secure, or everything all at once. You'll always be connected, so you can stay connected. Experience 100% fiber internet from Greenlight. Unmatched performance on every device. Backed by local service you can trust. Greenlight is in your area. Get started today. Visit greenlightnetworks.com/connect.
Hey Black Bears fans, fuel up with Bagels and Cream in Delhi, family owned and operated for 25 years, proudly serving Delaware County and the Southern Tier. Bite into fresh hand-rolled bagels, hot breakfast sandwiches, and rich coffee. And eat the bagels the players choose on game day. Open early with breakfast and lunch favorites. Grab a dozen for the crew and taste the hometown difference at Bagels and Cream in Delhi. Let's go Black Bears.
When you care about something, you take care to protect it. The family that depends on you and the future you're planning for them.
You'll have your own college stories too someday.
With sound advice, smart strategies, and a broad variety of life insurance options, Security Mutual can help provide for the people you care about and also help you reach your financial goals.
It's a sound plan. The time to start thinking about college.
And retirement is now.
Security Mutual Life, the company that cares.
Ideal Bowling Center, located at 119 Jennings Street in Endicott, has 38 amazing lanes of bowling, large video screens, and automatic scoring. But that's not all. Ideal Bowling Center has a newly remodeled bar with 6 televisions, billiards, darts, and quick draw to entertain you. Don't forget about Ideal Bowling Center's snack counter for your appetite and a pro shop for all your bowling needs. Ideal Bowling Center, 119 Jennings Street in Endicott, or call 607-748-3546.
Rediscover your glow at Tanfastic Sun Tan Center, where wellness meets radiance. We offer red light therapy to boost collagen, speed up cell turnover, and help athletes recover faster with relief for joints, circulation, and muscle relaxation. Keep your glow year-round with our tanning beds or build a safe summer base so you don't burn in the sun. Looking for instant color? Try our spray tan. It's half off every Thursday. Plus, explore our wide variety of lotions tailored for every skin type. And yes, Tanfastic is Black Bear approved.
Welcome back in, everybody. Brooks Hill and Cole Parenti here with you. Excite Motorsports Intermission Report. Browse, ride, and buy. Free next day delivery to New York and Pennsylvania. You can visit them online anytime at excitemotorsports.com. Taking a look at the out-of-town scoreboard in the Stanley Cup playoffs. End of the second period. No score yet between the Tampa Bay Lightning and the Montreal Canadiens. It is still 0-0 after 40 minutes of play. The Buffalo Sabres lead the Boston Bruins 2-1 with 5 minutes left to go in the second period. Boston playing for their season tonight. They must win to force a Game 7 back in Buffalo. Later tonight, the Vegas Golden Knights are on the road in Utah to take on the Mammoth at 10 p.m. Eastern puck drop. Vegas tries to close out the Utah Mammoth in their first ever postseason appearance. So one more time, Lightning Canadiens, no score through 2 periods. Buffalo leads Boston 2-1 with 4:30 left to go in the second. And at 10 o'clock tonight, the Mammoth try to stave off elimination against the Vegas Golden Knights. That's a look at our out-of-town scoreboard. We're going to take another timeout, come back, get you set for the third period. All a part of the Excite Motorsports Intermission Report. We're back with you right after this.
Toyota Trucks. Let's go places.
Are you ready to take your billiards game to a whole new level? Dragon Billiards Instruction and Pro Shop has everything you need to impress your friends and crush your opponents. American Q Sports certified coach Kim the Dragon Young is now accepting new students. From novices to pros, the Dragon helps you find your best game with in-person or online instruction available worldwide. Need help with stance, stroke, or alignment and aiming? We've got you covered. Looking for advanced cue control techniques and trick shots? No problem. Follow us on Facebook at Dragon Billiards Instruction and Instagram at Dragon Billiards Kim for free daily tips and drills, upcoming tournaments and events, as well as exciting contests and giveaways. Subscribe on Patreon for personalized video content. Visit our online pro shop for the lowest prices on the highest quality pool cues, accessories, and Dragon Billiards gear. Dragon Billiards Instruction and Pro Shop, breathing fire into your game.
Life is short. Don't get shortchanged. Get a machine with the features you want. All standard, and all at a great price. Ride without compromise. CF Moto. Experience more together.
Browse, buy, ride. The fun starts here at Excite Motorsports, your premier power sports dealer.
Are you compassionate and interested in providing care to people with developmental disabilities? Check out a New York State Career with Broom OPWDD. Enjoy great benefits such as job security, health insurance, retirement plan, paid time off, opportunities for advancement, and so much more. Positions as direct support professionals in the community or at a secure facility might be exactly the change of pace that you're looking for. For more information, call 607-240-4786 or go online to www.opwdd.ny.gov.
Toyota Trucks. Let's go places.
Are you kidding me? How do you do that?
Dude, I just got a new hot spring spa.
Carlisle has hot spring spas starting at $39.95. Come see how we make every day better by relaxing in a hot spring spa.
What happened to you today? You're shredding it.
Hot Spring Spas, baby.
Elevate the way you celebrate at Sky Zone Binghamton Vestal for a full-service experience. Our hosts will take over the details while you sit back and enjoy watching your kids make memories with their birthday guests. Members receive discounts on our biggest party packages and can enjoy VIP access to the park, including online reservations, cafe discounts, VIP check-in, the new member portal, member-only events, and more. Visit Sky Zone Binghamton Vestal, formerly known as Defy Vestal, today.
UHS Sports Medicine is the exclusive sports medicine and athletic training service provider for the Binghamton Black Bears. If injuries are keeping you from playing, please call the UHS Sports Medicine hotline at 75-SPORT to be seen by a sports medicine specialist. That's 75-SPORT.
Go with the winner, Jeff Kai's Auto Sales.
We have a huge selection of vehicles and every tool available to fit everyone's credit needs. If you've been told no before,
I say no when it feels so good to say yes.
Get the vehicle you deserve.
Yes, that's awesome.
With our guaranteed credit approval program, which can easily be filled out online at jeffkais.com.
Jeff Kai's Auto Sales, Appalachian. Go with the winner, Jeff Kai's.
Welcome back in, everybody. Excite Motorsports Intermission Report wrapping up here. Browse, ride, and buy. Free next-day delivery to New York and Pennsylvania. You can visit them online anytime at excitemotorsports.com. PD leads Binghamton 4-2 after 2 periods. We got about 3 minutes left to go before period number 3 starts. Shots on goal are 28 20 in favor of the Black Bears. However, the quick counterattack of the Ice Cats has proved to be difficult to play with so far in this one of Game 1 of the Commissioner's Cup Final. Now remember, this is Game 1 in a best of 5. I'm sure both sides will be making adjustments after the end of this game, no matter what the final outcome is. But Cole, we kind of hit on it throughout the period, but a period that was started highly in favor of the Black Bears. And then a goal from Dominic Marcinkiewicz gives PD the lead after Binghamton had tied it 2-2. And for that matter, we're really close to taking their first lead of the night. Doesn't go their way. But you know what? There's 20 minutes left to go to decide a winner in this one, or at least get to overtime. What do the Black Bears need to do differently here in this third?
I think it starts with marking the game changers for the Ice Cats, Marcinkiewicz, Twins, Leikov, and make sure you don't let those guys beat you. Keep a body in front of them at all times, and they need to make sure that they get more shots, more quality shots on Brendan Colgan.
Again, Binghamton with 28 shots. Oh, no, excuse me. They just updated the board. They now say it's 30-21. I'm going to check what the league website says because I'm tired of getting bamboozled. We're going to take a timeout, come back, get you ready for the third period. We're back with you right after this.
Freshen up your morning with Wendy's breakfast, like a breakfast Baconator, or a grilled sausage burrito, or even a Honey Buddy. Ready for a fresh wake-up call? Gotta be Wendy's at participating U.S. Wendy's. UHS Sports Medicine is the exclusive sports medicine and athletic training service provider for the Binghamton Black Bears. If injuries are keeping you from playing, please call the UHS Sports Medicine hotline at 75-SPORT to be seen by a sports medicine specialist. That's 75-SPORT.
Go with the winner, Jeff Kai's Auto Sales.
We have a huge selection of vehicles and every tool available to fit everyone's credit needs. If you've been told no before,
I say no when it feels so good to say yes.
Get the vehicle you deserve.
Yes, that's awesome.
With our guaranteed credit approval program, which can easily be filled out online at jeffkais.com.
Jeff Kai's Auto Sales, Appalachian. Go with the winner, Jeff Kai's.
Welcome back in, everybody. The house lights back on as we're getting set for period number 3. Teams are flipping ends once again. The shoot twice side now. Remember, Binghamton thought they were going to be on the power play for a delay of game with half a second left to go in the second period. Turned out that was not going to be the case. And we will have a 5-on-5 face-off to start tonight's third period.
See how these first 5 minutes go. They're important for both sides. PD can really put the Black Bears on their heels, or the Black Bears could claw back.
Trying to figure out what the delay is. Looks like everybody's good to go. Wilson against Kirkby, 17 versus 17. As we get set for tonight's Mama Bear Brand third period. Kirkby will open the period with a face-off win, and away we go. Black Bears find themselves down by 2. Look to see if they can capitalize here early. As this puck is knocked down by Wilson. Sent across the blue line, it does come out into the zone. A couple of bodies already fly. Wilson dips underneath the hit of Swain. As Tyson now pirouettes, try to send it across. It's a giveaway to Wilson. Romikers is back to recover. And then shielded away by Kirkby. Miguel Diaz sends it down low. Where Legoff, who has a power play goal tonight, looking to start the offense for PD in this period. Dances around the top of the circle. His stick chopped at by Yates. A tie-up, pushes the puck behind the cage. As Kirkby and Wilson jockey for control as they just nudge it up the wall. Pulled away by PD. Dominic Marcinkiewicz throws a no-look pass. That's blocked. Kirkby looks to be stung a little bit. looks to be okay. As Yates now comes up the ice. Her shoot it around the wall. Jansen will chase after it. Drop back. Stubbs comes in, throws it towards the net. Body save made by Colgan. Second opportunity. Thrown a mile high into the night sky. Hits the safety netting and comes back down.
It's the closest we've been to the puck all night.
For a second, I thought it was getting over the net.
So I thought it was coming up here too. I was ready to catch it. Or at least attempt to catch it.
Stubbs on his offside to take the face-off for the Black Bears. Both goals tonight for Binghamton coming from defensemen. Scott Romaker's got the first one. Austin DeRazio got the second. Wilson wins the face-off, pushed it to the half wall, and is able to throw his stick at it. This is all the way down, but they say no icing. Welsh is stamped against the boards by the backside of Stone, and that allows Jansen and company the opportunity to come out with the puck. Stone loses his edge once again as the Black Bears try to get this puck deep. Jurgenite will send that into the crowd. He's behind the red line. Is that going to be tipped on the way through or off the glass? Looks like it's going to be tipped.
Another close one there. They got to be more careful if you're the Ice Cats. You have a lead. You got to try to hold on to it here. You cannot be giving away power plays.
Sirota able to win the face-off back. Sargis will shoot from distance, trying to sneak one past Colgan. Weber pinches in from the far side. He's got to find a friend to pass to. Steffens down low, trying to pick it out of the corner, but it's sent back up top to the blue line where Patrick Marcinkiewicz is able to muscle that one out into the neutral zone. He's stood up by Sargis and will lose control. And then a giveaway by the Ice Cats puts it right back in onside for the Black Bears. Cervoni fires, high rising one-timer off the glass as Zajac brushes off the hit. Dominics tries to sidestep, and Steffen over to a loose puck will just throw it into the corner. And they're going to call a penalty against the Black Bears and the Ice Cats. Referee pointed to two players. And now Hamilton grabbing on the backside of a Black Bear. Weber comes in to support him.
Didn't really get a good view. I think it was Cervoni that got kind of caught up there.
So Dominic Marcinkiewicz going back to the penalty box for the Ice Cats. And Patrick's as well. He's not happy, so both of the Twins are in the penalty box. Sirota's there for the Black Bears. Time of this infraction, just 2 minutes and 41 seconds into the period.
So by my count, the Black Bears should be going on a 4-on-3 power play if it's 2 Ice Cats, 1 Black Bear, correct? Or am I missing someone else going in there?
Keep looking while I'm writing this down.
We'll see. I mean, I missed what the initial call was. I was looking back. But both Marcinkiewicz in the box and Sirota as well. Now referee in the box. Are they looking at this, I'm guessing?
They could be. Unfortunately, they have a glass wrap in the penalty box, and the off-ice official, who I believe is running the scoreboard, is blocking our direction.
Well, this could be big for momentum swing either way. If the Black Bears can get a power play here, or if not, I mean, this is a huge, huge part in game one.
So on the scoreboard, they have Dominic Marcinkiewicz for 2 minutes, and they have Zach Sirota for 2 minutes. However, Patrick Marcinkiewicz is also sitting in the box as well. That's where we're at right now. This could be a tide turner, depending on how this is distributed. No official announcement on what they're looking at. Just a friendly reminder, series will shift to Binghamton next weekend. Game 3 Friday night, 7 p.m. Saturday, also at 7, and then a Sunday afternoon till if necessary. And in case you didn't already have your tickets, here's a friendly reminder.
Join the Black Bears on Friday, May 8th at 7 p.m. for the Commissioner's Cup Final against the PD Ice Cats. Game 4 and 5 on Saturday and Sunday if necessary as well. Come be a part of history and get your tickets now at BinghamtonBlackBears.com.
Hope that helped. You can get your tickets right now on Ticketmaster. Black Bears office will be reopened on Monday. Closed today, as the front office staff made their way down. Take part in this weekend's games. A lengthy review going on right now, as the referees are still sitting in the penalty box. They're trying to keep the crowd energized as best they can, making sure that they have some energy.
I mean, always a good choice with Living on a Prayer, right? That keeps people into it.
It does. Binghamton, the way that it was distributed on the ice, are prepared to go on a 5-on-4 advantage. And now they step out of the penalty box, and they're going to explain it to the public address announcer and the off-ice officials in the penalty box. And the other referee will explain it to the two captains. So they take penalties off the board for the time being because they are probably going to change something.
Might be offsetting for one of the Marcinkevics and Sirota.
So Kirkby's coming back to explain to head coach Brant Sherwood. So 4 minutes to Patrick's Marcinkevich is put up on the board.
So there must have been some blood on that high stick, I believe is what they called.
So that is a double minor. So Sirota gets 2 for high sticking.
Did he just say attempted headbutt?
Okay, haven't had that one all year. Attempted headbutt. It's a 4-minute double minor for the Hat Tricks, and the Black Bears are on a power play brought to you by Myers Security. They are 0 for 1, and PD is quick to swarm as Zajac from the corner will just backhand that one out. It's just the second power play and will be the third power play of the night for the Black Bears. PD's 2 for 2. Great time for the Black Bears to try to get back into this one, but they got to gain entry first, as Zajac and Hamilton do a good job of making life difficult.
Especially considering you got both Marcinkevics in the box. Those two guys are speed demons.
D'Orazio skating through, gets it ahead to Kirkby. They're slapping around the wall off of the skate of Hamilton, but calmly up to Stubbs just inside the blue line. Stubbs now, slap pass across, couldn't be handled cleanly by Bondarenko. Jansen sends it back up top, as Bondarenko sends it across looking for Kirkby. Knocked to the half wall, and Frolov will send it all the way down. A mad dash to the bench for the Ice Cats, trying to get as many players off as they can. D'Orazio up ahead to Sargis. Now Swain comes over the line. We'll play it over for Mac Jansen. towards the middle, through the blue paint and out. Sargis is there in the corner. He's not able to hang on to it. It rides the glass all the way back down. And nothing going for the Black Bears on the power play. 30 seconds remaining on the first half of the double minor. Stone will drop it back for Yates. Yates not able to get that puck settled on his stick, and this one is batted all the way down. Tomei quickly upping the puck to Romikers and Swain. Over the line. Swain runs into some opposition, tries to find somebody in a white jersey to pass to, but he's just swarmed immediately by the Ice Cats. Finally, Yates gets set up. First penalty is up on the double minor, as Welsh is able to backhand that one out. Binghamton officially 0 for 2 on the man advantage tonight. Stone comes over the blue line now. His turn to gain entry. Send it across for Kirkby as the top unit starts to make their way back out onto the ice. He carries down towards the goal line, trying to spin away from Hamilton. That's a big body to try to get away from. They find Yates in tight. Here fire, and Colgan gets a piece of it. Stone spins off a hit, and PD is able to get the clear. They try to get some players off the ice in a hurry. Minute 20 left to work with on the power play for the Black Bears. D'Orazio now back over the blue line. Cuts his way to the front of the net. Colgan, though, has it underneath his glove and forces a stoppage with 14:30 left to go in the period. A minute 11 to work with on the power play. We're taking time out as they clean the ice a little bit. We're back with you right after this.
Excite Motorsports has one of the largest and best selections of off-road vehicles in the Northeast. And right now, the showroom is filled with a great selection of motorcycles from CF Moto. If you're ready to live life on two wheels, now is the time to shop with great deals and amazing rebates. Ride without compromise with CF Moto's affordable selection of bikes in stock and ready to go. The fun starts here at Excite Motorsports, your premier power sports dealer.
Are you compassionate and interested in providing care to people with developmental disabilities? Check out a New York State Career with Broom OPWDD. Enjoy great benefits such as job security, health insurance, retirement plan, paid time off, opportunities for advancement, and so much more. Positions as direct support professionals in the community or at a secure facility might be exactly the change of pace that you're looking for. For more information, call 607-240-4786 or go online to www.opwdd.ny.gov.
Welcome back in, everybody. Meyer Security power play so far has been uneventful. I believe only one shot on goal on this double minor sequence, as Binghamton just not able to get control. PD very quick to swarm.
They've done a real nice job, the Ice Cats. The power play we had seen hadn't been good according to the numbers, but tonight it's been good.
Came into the night 73% on the PK. Does not look like it one bit. Jansen fires, hits Kirkby on the way through, and then this one's going to be cleared all the way back down to Tomei. Breakout with a minute left to go on the power play. Ahead for Stubbs. Trying to go through the middle, takes a whack from Rusloff. Zajac tries to clear, held in by Bondarenko. Now D'Orazio looking for his second. Knocked down that time by Stubbs as Bondarenko swarms a loose puck once again. Tries to get it across for the captain. Well, the puck just hops off his stick all the way back down to the Binghamton netminder. Stretch pass from Tomei to Bondarenko. Push behind the net. Hamilton pokes it around the kick plate. And Kirkby does a nice job of shielding the puck away from the defender. 23 seconds left to go on the power play. Jansen down at the goal line. We'll spin around some trouble. Send it back up top for D'Orazio. Another double team down at the half wall. Bondarenko picks it up. Kirkby fires. Colgan makes the save. Puck's still available. Gullo's looking, trying to wait for penalty time to evaporate, but has to send it down the ice either way. So Ice Cats go back to full strength as Frolov goes head hunting through the middle. They're going to call a hand pass against PD. So Binghamton 0 for 3 on the man advantage. It looked like We had a correction on the penalty. They called butt ending, which is what you call the end of the stick. They announced attempted headbutt, but apparently on the league website it says butt ending. Face-off one back by the Ice Cats, and Sargis is able to get it down low. Shankar searing up for Anderson. Has to play back up top for Romakers through traffic denied. Rebound for Steffen. Turnaround bid, 5 holes closed as Colgan has it.
And Colgan's been good tonight. He's made the saves when needed. He was beaten twice early in the second and halfway through the first, but since then, no dice.
Oh, good friend EJ Worth, who's down at ice level, was able to correct us during that last intermission. Durazio's goal wasn't 5 hole, it was actually underneath the arm of Colgan. Unfortunately, we don't have the liberty of looking at the replays up here in the broadcast booth. So, see if the third line can continue to stay hot. Gullo and Sirota in the circle. Gullo is able to win that one back. Charlie Bedard, who made an excellent play on Bondarenko in the first period, and able to get that puck out. Jurgenite sending it down low as Anderson tries to pepper his man, ends up behind the cage as Romakers throws the reverse hit on Elijah Wilson. The Ice Cats, though, staying in control. Puck is behind the cage. Peeled away by Anderson. The Ice Cats wasting no time. They're okay with going behind the net to chase the Black Bears as Sirota tries to step through his man. It is Bedard, and it does force PD to go offside.
Some more stuff there between the two. I mean, they're really getting acquainted early on into this series. Long way to go still, but both teams chalking up the extracurriculars when needed.
.12:09 left to go in the Mama Bear brand third period. Shop local, wear local, in styles made for all bodies. Mama Bear brand, all bodies are beautiful. You can visit them right outside downtown, actually inside downtown Binghamton, right outside the arena. That's what I meant to say. Held in at the line, Durazio skates towards the middle, backhander into the safety netting and falls down to the crowd, and looks like a fan's going home with a souvenir.
Is he not going to give it to the little kid? Oh, come on, man. Give it to the little kid. That's terrible.
Stubbs and Zajac line up for the draw. And Zajac will push it into the corner. Miguel Diaz out of the zone, and Legkoff sends it to the red line. Durazio, who got there first, as it spun back around the wall. Now Legoff and Durazio getting tied up with each other. Ends up behind the cage, and Legoff has it centering up for Zajac. Skate to stick, top of the circle, a knuckle puck. That I don't know if Tomei saw it from this vantage point, as finally poked out, and Colgan has to touch it, and Miguel Diaz gets past Bondarenko. Here carried through the middle, sent right back in, but this is behind the red line, and it's icing against the Black Bears.
Second time the Black Bears came close to icing it. This time they actually do, and the pass is just not crisp so far here in game one.
.11:08 left to go here, third period. The offensive zone draw for the Ice Cats. Face off the wall, past Della Savita, and then lost his edge at the offsides dot. As Radulov would just throw it off the wall in front of the PD bench. Binghamton tries to send it back in. Held temporarily by Kirkby halfway into the zone. A big old school pile up Knocked away by Cervoni, back in down low. Yates goes underneath the stick check. Putting on some tight turns down low. Now he's pinned up against the wall by Della Savita, and that one's flipped out to the red line. Cervoni dumps it in. Binghamton touches up. And nudge down to Tomei as the two sides separate at the penalty box doors. Froloff pressuring Weber, comes away with the steal to Patrick Marcinkiewicz, not able to handle the pass cleanly. Dominics fires, knocked down by Weber, and then Yates has got to turn on the jets to clear the puck out of the zone. Binghamton's offside though, as Yates was already in when he passed it back to Weber. 9:57 left to go here in the third period. PD still leads by 2. We're back with you right after this.
Unbeatable reliability and speed. Restore trust in your internet with Greenlight Networks. From family movie night, to work from home days, to staying secure, or everything all at once, you'll always be connected so you can stay connected. Experience 100% fiber internet from Greenlight. Unmatched performance on every device. Backed by local service you can trust. Greenlight is in your area. Get started today. Visit greenlightnetworks.com/connect.
Hey Black Bears fans, fuel up with Bagels and Cream in Delhi, family owned and operated for 25 years, proudly serving Delaware County and the Southern Tier. Bite into fresh hand-rolled bagels, hot breakfast sandwiches, and rich coffee. And eat the bagels the players choose on game day. Open early with breakfast and lunch favorites. Grab a dozen for the crew and taste the hometown difference at Bagels and Cream in Delhi. Let's go Black Bears.
Welcome back in, everybody. PD still leads Binghamton 4-2 in Game 1 of the Commissioner's Cup Final. PD looking to win their third straight game of the postseason. They dropped Game 1 here at home against Columbus in the Continental Division Finals. Looking to avenge that last home loss.
Well, they'll be the first ones to tell you, though, that the game ain't over until that clock hits 0 as they score 2. Not 1, but 2 last-minute goals last series.
Neutral zone draw pushed back into the PD end. As now Juggernaut playing it ahead to Cox to send forward for the Ice Cats following the restart. We have a stoppage. I didn't see what that call was. Cole, did you by chance? Because they were pretty deep in the zone for that to be offside.
Yeah, I didn't see it either, but it must have been offside. But they did look pretty deep for that. I have to agree with you.
So it'll be another neutral zone draw. Sirota and Gullo once again in the dot. False start, and reset, do it again. Gullo won the first one. Sirota able to win the second. Romaker shoots it around the wall. Knocked down by Colgan. Sargis to the far side. Tried to leave it back for Anderson. Hopped over his stick though, as the Black Bears come right back into the zone. Anderson trying to lead the rush. It'll bounce into the blue paint, and Colgan settles things down. And the two sides come together behind the net.
You get a good look there on your screen at the two of them coming together, and they've been in each other's faces all night. No inches given between these two teams.
Oh, Stubbs' line will come out with the offensive zone draw. Zajac and the Marcinkiewicz twins. For Coach Gary Graham, who coached Ivan Bondarenko during his time with the Pensacola Ice Flyers. This one rolls into the paint, and Tomei has to settle it down as it was still bouncing inside the crease. They're just flip into the ice and drop the puck again.
Some weird hops on this ice. We've said it all night. And that time, Tomei falls a victim and has to cover up.
So Patrick Marcinkiewicz lined up directly behind Zajac. Stubbs does a good job to keep it away for the set play, but Zajac able to find it behind the cage. Raiders reverse it down low for Dominics. Pushed off the puck by Stone. The Black Bears just not able to get possession back in the offensive side. Hamilton over the blue line trying to bob and weave his way in. Now Patrick sending it across the paint looking for his twin. Stolen by the Black Bears. Jansen ahead to Bondarenko. And the blue line, Black Bears trying to fight for control, but D'Orazio maybe one deep too many as this puck will come outside the blue line. Stubbs giving a shove near the wall from the back. Dominics and company will send it around. Stone battling with Patrick Marcinkiewicz to try to get that puck out. Ice Cats are rolling a line change right now. Now the puck's in down low. Knocked up the wall, Della Savita sidesteps Yates. Hair fire, it's blocked by Stone. And the layout on his side to get in front of that one. Jansen to the far side. And Stone fires off of the stanchion. It'll hop towards the crease. And Colgan melts it down with under 8 left to go. That was a little bit of deja vu.
He's got a knack for that, does he not?
For Dan Stone. If Colgan had gone behind the net to play that puck, that could have been in the back of the net.
Would have been like that old, you know, if I had 2 nickels, it's weird that it happened twice saying.
Houston Wilson able to muscle that one past Kirkby in the face-off circle to get the puck out. Ramaker's clear does not get out, and a penalty is going to be called as Kirkby gets called for tripping. And the Ice Cats power play is headed back to work.
And this is make or break time here in this one. Black Bears need to kill this one off.
First penalty, or excuse me, first power play of the period for the Ice Cats. Time of the infraction is 12 minutes and 16 seconds. I could understand Kirkby's frustration on that one, given the way that players have been falling tonight.
And I'm not sure all the frustration stems just from that call. I think it's just been a frustrating night for the Black Bears.
I think that's just the chain reaction that we've seen so far. Black Bears on the Northeastern Striping Corporation penalty kill are able to get the opening face-off. Push behind Colgan's net. Sirota peppering Patrick's, but he now comes back over the line. Hair fire off the glove of Tomei. Goes to the far side for Zajac. Patrick settled it down from the half wall. Play a game of catch and carry up top. Well, one hop off the ice to the far leg off, but it will go underneath the stick of Dominics. They try to touch up. Binghamton able to get the clear. Shankar comes in, and Colgan comes out of his net as Dominics Marcinkiewicz has some words for the official as he got hit after the puck came off of his stick. Della Savita tries to cross over the line. No quarter given by Stefan. And they retreat into their own end. How aggressive do the Black Bears get on this PK, Cole?
I mean, I think you got to start taking a chance here or there, especially in the final minute of it. If you get a good look, 2-on-1, 1-on-0, I think you should go for it.
40 seconds left to go in the power play for the Ice Cats. As Wilson starts his engine on the far side of the ice, gets across the line, looking for Miguel Diaz on the way through. Maybe this is the chance you were talking about. Bondarenko and Stone, an unlikely duo together right now, but Bondarenko gets the shot off, sent in front, and Stone shot goes off the plexiglass, not into the netting though, trying to get that offensive zone draw. Gullo leaving it back for Wilson. It's in his skates, knocked away by Jansen. 10 seconds left to go on the power play. The trail man is D'Orazio skating in. His shot gets blocked, pushed into the corner by PD, and Gullo spins it behind the cage. They will let penalty time expire, and Binghamton has returned to full strength for the first time tonight.
Well, that would have been quite the momentum turner for the final 5 minutes or so if D'Orazio was able to find the back of the net again. Instead, the Ice Cats close up the gap.
So PD 2 for 3 on the power play tonight, as the Black Bears were able to float this one back out to the center circle. Bedard's dump in initially blocked, but back over to Cervoni. D'Orazio picks his head up, tries to go cross ice for the captain. He's onside, chopped at on the way through as it pinballs around. Everybody's got to backtrack for the Black Bears now, as Weber comes over the line, goes out wide, tries to settle a bouncing puck. Still available, just nobody home in a centering pass opportunity for the Black Bears. Just nullified. Back toward the middle. Cervoni to Swain. Carries over, but it's in Yates' stick on the way through. Actually in his skates. Just dumped in. Della Savita. Reversing course. Swain comes away with a loose puck. Try to bounce it up top. Leg off. Not able to get the clear. Romiker sends it across for Anderson. Here's skate in, shots blocked. Bouncing puck, kicked right back over to Anderson, trying to carry his way towards the middle. Yates has it in the circle, back up to Romikers. A one-timer kicked away by Colgan. Puck ends up in the corner, under 5 minutes left to go here as Gullo starts his engine, tries to go off the wall for leg off. He's offside, and this face-off will come back. Under 4 minutes left to go here in the third period. We're back with you after this. PD leads Binghamton 4-2 in game one.
Clean Hamper is a locally owned and operated laundry washing service in Binghamton, servicing the entire Broome County area. Our services include washing and folding, specialty cleaning of larger items, stain and spot removal, hang drying, and ironing services. Our customers can drop their laundry off at our facility and then pick it back up when it's convenient for them. Or our drivers can pick the laundry up at your doorstep and deliver right back to you. We have a team of laundry care specialists that are ready to provide a clean, fast, and professional service. It's our mission to provide quality, convenient, and trustworthy laundry washing services to our Binghamton customers and community. Let us take the burden of laundry off your to-do list. Give us a call today.
Elevate your game with Serponautics Hot Wax, the official wax of the Binghamton Black Bears.
Welcome back in, everybody. We're here at the Florence Center for the first time ever in franchise history. Yet to have a goal here in the third period. This is exactly where we were standing when we got to go at the end of the second period.
Yeah, and this is exactly how the Ice Cats wanted it. They just wanted to keep the Black Bears away from Brendan Colgan, and they've done a pretty darn good job of keeping them away and off the board.
Sirota and Gullo will line up for the draw. It's a neutral zone draw in front of the PD penalty box. Face-off spun around as Hamilton catches a shoulder from Steffen. It's held in by Stone at the line. Cole, you've said all night that the third line has looked really good. What have you liked about them?
I just like the way that they've been able to use their bodies and make some plays here. And really, they're the only ones that seem to give the Ice Cats a hard time on the ice.
Cox comes away with a loose puck. He's by himself, and his shot ricochets off a Stone on target where Tomei has to make a save.
And Tomei staying active. He hasn't had much work here in the third period, but has done a good job when needed.
According to the scoreboard, that is just the second shot on goal this period for the Ice Cats.
Well, they don't need shots on goal. They need clock to run.
Very true. Now Zajac and the Marcinkiewicz twins line up for an offensive zone draw. They try to win it right back to Patricks. They have to jumble around and shuffle as they fight for control off the draw. Jansen able to get it ahead to Stubbs as the Black Bears try to go into the zone with speed. Bondarenko's onside, and a penalty is going to be called against Dominyks Marcinkiewicz by the official in the offensive zone. That's the third penalty of the night against Dominyks, and it is a must-score situation for the Black Bears. Coach Sherwood and Quinville talking to each other from other ends of the bench, and then Quinville looks back at Tomei. And they are deciding on, do they want to pull the goaltender?
That's a tough one because you know the Ice Cats don't care. If they throw that puck down the ice, they can ice it for free, but they'll also take the chance there with the guy leaving the zone up by 2.
Time of the penalty, 16 minutes, 45 seconds. Meyer security power play in a must-score opportunity. Kirkby wins the initial draw back to DeRazio. Binghamton looking to get set up. Stubbs feathering it ahead, knocked down by Kirkby. PD very quick to swarm as Hamilton tries to twirl Kirkby around. Gullo sends it down to Tomei, and PD quickly heading to the bench for a line change. Bondarenko and Stubbs come over the line. And then Stubbs knocked down. Gets right back up as the Black Bears try to get possession. As Froloff throws a hit on Bondarenko, who's taken a beating the last couple of minutes. Houston Wilson sends it down low behind the cage. DeRazio takes a peek. 2 men in the forechecking zone for the Ice Cats. Black Bears have numbers if they can push it up ice quickly. Kirkby just trying to backhand it down to Raziloff, and that'll go all the way out. Halfway gone on this power play for the Black Bears, their 4th of the night. Romiker's over the red line. We'll leave it back for Sirota. Getting into the offensive zone, Miguel Diaz has his pocket picked by Yates and across to Romiker's. In tight, Yates denied by Colgan, perhaps his best save of the night, keeping this a 2-goal lead for the Ice Cats. Sirota will drop it back for Stone. Back across to the far side, Sirota now coming in. Sarge is backhander, tried to pick a sharp angle. Does miss. Open corner, deposit by Romikers. Helped along the wall by Marcinkiewicz, and this puck will come out. Tomei heads towards the bench. Colgan has it, drops it, and then gets back on top of it. And we get a whistle with 1:22 left to go here in the 3rd period.
So really what the Black Bears get to do here is use the last 3 minutes or so as man-up advantage time, but they need 2 goals, so time to go is now.
I'd be willing to bet that Dominyks Marcinkiewicz coming out of the penalty box doesn't even come back to defense.
Bet the farm on it.
And Binghamton is going to call a timeout with 1:22 left to go.
Talk how they want to do this face-off. It's a must-win face-off here. They still have 7 seconds of 6-on-4, but time far from on their side.
Game 2 tomorrow night at 7:15. We'll have a lot shorter of a pregame show than what we did tonight.
Yes.
But we wanted to play that video just to preview the series since it's been a while since we saw the Ice Cats. And Cole, if the result holds tonight, this will be the first time ever in franchise history that the Black Bears have lost a Commissioner's Cup final game.
It will be, and I believe if I did my math correctly, it'll only be the 2nd time they've trailed in a series. Going back to last year against Port Huron. But, you know, you take what you learned in this one and you rebound, and tomorrow's a brand new day, but there's still 82 or some odd seconds here to make some magic.
82 is right. You got to trust yourself.
That's why I added the or some odd.
Kirkby wins the face-off back to Razio. Played over for Yates, and that shot gets rifled into the crowd as it gets deflected on the way through. Dominic Marcinkiewicz comes out of the box, and it's back to 6 on 5.
Well, you were right, Brooks. He did not look towards the offensive zone. Instead, he just gets back to the bench and then gets orders to get into the play.
.114 left to go. Kirkby wins the faceoff back once again. It's sent across to Jansen. Into the middle for Bondarenko. And off the stick of Stubbs down low. Peeled away by Yvonne as it's sent back up top. Stubbs in tight, couldn't get the pass across. Up at the half wall. At the line, Patrick Marcinkiewicz knocks it away from Bondarenko, who's gonna go underneath his stick and off the outside of the iron. Tried to center up, nobody was in front of the net for the Ice Cats. Yates has got to get there to disrupt the opportunity. Wilson takes aim towards the empty net. First one's denied, second one goes high. Puck still in play, and the Black Bears now carry up ice. Stubbs off a defender, in behind the PD defense. Raziloff will send it down. Does this have enough? No. Held up at the red line. Kirkby back off the wall, sends it back in. Under 20 seconds left to go as they try to send this one all the way down to Wilson. That time, he's the cherry picker, and he'll score. Well, we knew somebody was going to be cheating offense. We just didn't guess right. Empty net goal for Houston Wilson. His first goal of the night. And it is 5-2 Ice Cats.
And this game all but finalized here. PD going to go up 1-0 in the series, and the Black Bears going to have to go back to the drawing board here against the Ice Cats.
The only goal of the frame comes at an empty net tally. PD with only 4 shots on goal as they're let the horn sound. And PD takes game 1 by a final score of 5-2.
Well, those Cardiac Cats, they stay hot, hottest team in the playoffs, and they take game 1 here, and just a great performance by them in front of their home crowd. As you mentioned, make up for last time, and got to put it up again tomorrow.
First time in franchise history, the Black Bears have lost a Commissioner's Cup final game. They surround Brendan Colgan tonight, picks up his 5th win of the postseason. And he was able to stop 38 shots from the Black Bears tonight. PD only with 25 shots on goal, and they did not have a lot of offense in that third period.
They didn't really need it. I think what they turned to was, let's turn back and let's make sure we play good defense, and that's exactly what they did, as they kept the Black Bears off the board since the start of the second period when DeRazio was able to beat Colgan.
We'll take a timeout, come back. La Quinta NN Suites postgame show coming up. We'll recap this one and get you set for game 2 tomorrow night. See if the Black Bears can bounce back like they did against Port Huron. We're back with you folks right after this. All a part of the La Quinta NN Suites postgame show right after this.
Freshen up your morning with Wendy's breakfast, like a breakfast Baconator, or a grilled sausage burrito, or even a Honey Buddy. Ready for a fresh wake-up call? Gotta be Wendy's at participating U.S. Wendy's. UHS Sports Medicine is the exclusive sports medicine and athletic training service provider for the Binghamton Black Bears. If injuries are keeping you from playing, please call the UHS Sports Medicine hotline at 75-SPORT to be seen by a sports medicine specialist. That's 75-SPORT.
Go with the winner, Jeff Kai's Auto Sales.
We have a huge selection of vehicles and every tool available to fit everyone's credit needs. If you've been told no before,
I say no when it feels so good to say yes.
Get the vehicle you deserve.
Yes, that's awesome.
With our guaranteed credit approval program, which can easily be filled out online at jeffkais.com.
Jeff Kai's Auto Sales, Appalachian, go with the winner.
Welcome back in, everybody. La Quinta Inn and Suites post-game show. PD takes game one by a final score of 5-2. The only goal in the final period was an empty net tally by Houston Wilson. Cole said it before we went to commercial. PD really didn't have to play too much offense in that third period. Once they had a 2-goal lead, they could worry more about running out the clock, and that's what they were able to do. Binghamton fails to convert on the double minor in the third period. That really was the do or die, I think, that flipped the script in favor of the Ice Cats. Actually, I shouldn't say flip the script. They were up by 2.
I think you're looking for seal the deal.
That is. And you know what? Tonight, Black Bears got outplayed. I think that's just the way you have to cut it. Nice and easy. And PD was able to play their game and get to it first, while the Black Bears were left playing a little bit of catch-up. It was tied at 2. Scott Romikers and Austin DeRazio getting goals from the blue line, which is good. And at the time, tied the game at 1-1 and at 2-2. But unfortunately tonight, did not get the offense production with goals up on the scoreboard, as the power play finishes the night 0 for 4, and PD's power play, which had been ice cold, has some life, and they're now 2 for 3 on the evening.
Are they taking a picture?
Of course.
You still got 2 more wins to go before you lift anything, or a bit of overkill for me here, Brooks, but that's some sour grapes on my part. The power play was definitely something that needs to be worked on, and you need to get it going. You don't have much time, and you can look at, like you said, the special teams as the difference maker here, and really what cost the Black Bears a 1-0 lead.
Well, you know what stops them from taking a photo?
More goals.
Winning the game.
True.
Just like when people don't like the storm surge in Raleigh. Best way to not have them celebrate on the ice is to win the game.
Hey, man, I'm just saying, a little premature. Don't count your chickens before they hatch.
Well, tomorrow, sun will come up here in Florence, and the Black Bears look to equalize the series at 1 game apiece. PD wins game 1 by a final score of 5-2, and they now have a 1-0 series lead. Taking a look at the final count of stats tonight here. Binghamton probably has better stats in terms of shots on goal in the period. I would love to know how much the league website credited to PD to finish the night. Wow. That I don't believe. Shots in the frame are brought to you by our good friends over at NBT Bank. Extraordinary business growth starts with everyday banking at NBT. With expert guidance and smart financial solutions, NBT is your trusted partner for lending and deposits to digital banking. Visit nbtbank.com/business. NBT Bank, it starts here, member of the FDIC. 13 shots for the Black Bears in the period. That number's believable. Cole, what's that number for PD? Because I don't think that one's right.
1, which would be the Houston Wilson empty net goal.
If that's correct and it doesn't get changed afterwards, which I've noticed a delay in stats getting input, 1 shot on goal in the period for PD, and it's an empty net goal. So, your Rocco J. Testani, Budweiser, 3 stars of the game. Patrick's, Marcinkiewicz, the 3rd star. 2nd star, Alexander Legoff. And Brendan Colgan gets the 1st star of the night. I would have thought they would have gone to Dominic's, but you know what?
Took 3 penalties.
That's fair. Also had multiple points. But Brendan Colgan gets the 1st star. That's got to be a vote of confidence for him, as he's finally to be on the right side against the Black Bears this season.
Must feel good for Brendan. It was a tough time up in Watertown, but now here in PD.
All right, that'll just about do it for us here tonight on the Black Bears YouTube page. Remember, tomorrow night's game starts at 7:15. We'll have a shorter than what tonight was pregame show, but it'll be regular length as we get set for game 2. Binghamton looking to send this back to New York, tied at 1 game apiece, and PD looking to take a commanding 2-0 lead in the series. For my partner tonight, Cole Parenti, everybody with the Binghamton Black Bears, EJ Worth to my left as well. My name is Brooks Hill, signing off for all of us from the organization down in South Carolina. We'll see you tomorrow night at 7:15 for Game 2 between the Black Bears and the Ice Cats. Have a good night, everybody. We'll talk to you on Saturday.